This is Girls Night Out, the podcast.
Okay. Oh, wait. All right. Keep it going recording. We got some topics written down before. Okay, that's fine.
Episode 89?
Is it episode 89?
Yeah.
It's episode 89.
Yep.
And to the right of me is Gavin Stephens.
Hi. You just introduced me. I don't have to say anything. So that's it.
So maybe to the right of me is leave it blank for him to carry on.
I don't have to. We just did the intro. So we can all just do our intros.
This is about doing it right, though.
That is right.
Okay. All right. Gavin.
They already know I'm here. It's not going to get edited out.
That's true.
Now I feel uncomfortable. Do I do the same thing?
Just say Jordan Scheer's here. Also with
I
us
don't need to
on the
now. You said
podcast,
it.
Jordan Scheer's here.
Okay, you
And
go,
also on
Gavin.
the podcast is Mayce Galoni. And also on the podcast is Nick Tomkin. So
Yeah,
we're all
that's
here
not so
today.
bad.
Yeah, so we're all here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Why does this feel so uncomfortable? Right
I don't know.
I don't know.
I was trying. I was trying to give you a chance, Gavin.
This is the most awkward intro we've ever
To
had.
do,
said
to do
it.
the I wanted you to do the circle.
I don't want to do the circle. I'm not into the circle. You know that.
I know, but that's why we do it, because you're not into it.
Yeah, so.
We know we.
But you introed me, so.
only-
We could go to the left.
But he already introed me.
I wanted to go to the right because I knew you'd do something like this, and it makes. I don't even care about the circle. I only do it because it bothers Gavin.
Yeah, but you already introed me, so it's done.
Yeah.
So we did the intro. It's done.
No, you're talking as if our relationship's over.
No, I mean the intro's over.
I know, but
Maybe it is.
I feel.
Maybe this is important enough.
That would end the relationship.
Over the circle.
Over the circle.
I know, and that's the last time we ever heard them.
And we never. They walked off.
They shared one last sweet kiss and then
And
walked
then-
off.
Why is there a kiss in it? I don't understand.
Why you guys kissed? You tell me. I don't know.
I wouldn't be afraid to kiss Gavin.
I want to see it right now, then.
I'm not gonna do it.
See,
Kiss each other.
see.
Kiss each
Yeah,
other.
but you two have to kiss first. You two have to kiss. Wait a second.
It's not even a problem.
Yeah, well then do it then.
I'm ill. I have
Yeah,
bronchitis.
it's
I
okay.
don't know. We were just
Bronchitis.
making out like
I'll make out
You
with.
have bronchitis?
Then he got right.
How do you have a little bit of bronchitis?
it's wearing down. Are you
How's-
nervous?
I don't want to get
You
sick.
can't get sick with bronchitis after.
Oh, okay.
It's like a brief period. Even if I was like in my prime of having it, you
Yeah.
still wouldn't get it.
Okay. So then you guys should kiss.
But if I open those kiss you, you might get something else.
No one's asked for
Like,
open mouth.
Well,
Just on the
that's
lips.
how
I
we do
demand
it.
open mouth.
Yeah, that's
Sweet
how
and
we do it.
tender.
We
Just
don't
sweet and
kiss
tender.
All or
pussies.
nothing. I'm not
Cup his balls then.
We don't kiss like a bunch of queers.
We're going to
we
the
open
balls?
mouth kiss.
Right to the balls.
Well,
now.
if they can't open mouth kiss, then they should go to the balls, make it affectionate.
How is this turning against onto me and Mace? Our relationship's prosperous. It's great.
I
We
know.
need
I
to
just need an
kiss.
example. I've
You
never
need
been
me
there
to
with
cup
Manolis.
his balls?
Yeah, I've never been there with Manolis, so I need an example from you two.
I think you two need to experience it yourselves. Have
This
your
is-
own intimate moment.
No, I don't know how it. I don't know
He
what
learns
it's like.
by he's a
Yeah.
visual learner.
Very visual.
Well, just look at each other.
Like you guys are like those IKEA maps to put together a table or something.
First off, that's the best compliment anybody's ever given me.
Okay, well,
So
so put your table together. Let's see. Look how it all
Want me to get
backfired.
the
on-
Allen key?
Yeah,
it's that backfire.
yeah, you know the Allen key.
We make out all the time. We don't do
Allen
this.
key is asshole.
I actually lost my Allen Key in his asshole, so
I like-
technically I'm always Allen King his asshole.
I like how your kiss thing just backfired on both of you.
He did.
Kiss.
I'll make out with anybody in this fucking room.
That's not.
Just so you know,
That's not. It's not like a break.
Gavin. I'll make out with you, Mace.
Yeah,
I'm
why
not
don't you
afraid
make out
of
with
you.
Mace? He's old enough. That's not.
Oh, now I'm getting jealous.
I'll make out with you too, man.
All right,
I don't
cool.
care. You
Let's all
think-
make out with
You
each
guys
other.
talk a big game, but no one's making out with anyone.
One time I was walking down the street in New York City. I was with hanging out with Jason and Giannis Pappas, and I think he jokingly grabbed my hand. Thought I was gonna pull away. I'm like, I'll fucking hold.
No,
this.
he doesn't.
He's like, I'll fucking hold your hand all fucking day, dude.
And you did?
We lasted about a minute and a half, and he let me go.
Yeah, but no one in New York is going to be like, oh my God, look at those gay guys.
He bailed.
I know, but no one, like, it's
I
not
was
a big
like- I was
stunt in New York. If you did that, like, Nebraska, then that's a big stunt.
I know, but I would have held his hand all fucking day.
Yeah, but no one's
All
No
day.
one's gonna be like,
I would have sucked his dick right into me. Right into
You have to do that.
Right
Nah,
in
that
the-
people would freak out over that. That's what you'd have to do.
Well, that's a crime.
Yeah, that
That's
is.
all on the street. Just-
Was it a crime?
Times
Oh,
Square,
victimless
man.
Crime.
Wait, while we're on that subject, there is a new sex offender in Toronto right now. There's a guy running around in Toronto.
Sucking dicks.
No. There was. You had a story about somebody sucking a dick, didn't you? In Toronto?
Well, TTC, there was sexual activity on the.
You don't know if it was sucking.
I don't know if it was sucking dick
Sucking
for
that
sure,
dick?
but when they said sexual activity, I figured that's what they meant.
Yeah. There's a guy in Toronto running around tanning salons right now, and he's going up to women and asking them if he can see their shoes. He's like, "Oh, I'm trying to buy these shoes for a relative," and then he's ripping the shoe off, and then he started licking this one woman's foot and then made off with her shoe, and he did it to another chick too. So the police are looking for him right now.
Jesus.
If anybody's living in Toronto, watch your feet because they're gonna get.
I think it's women in Toronto. I think we're okay. I don't think anyone's taking.
I have
my-
very effeminate feet, so speak for yourself.
But you did shit your bed, so
That's true. But that wasn't on the podcast, though, so thank you for bringing that on here.
I thought everything was fair game. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you talked about that.
I didn't mean to.
Shit
Sorry.
your pants. In
Sorry,
your-
Jordan. I didn't mean to out you
That's
like
cool.
that.
You shit your pants?
In my bed.
You're blushing a bit, and I'm sorry. I feel bad now.
No, it's fine.
I
I literally have gotten on stage instead of.
I know. That's
yeah.
why I said it.
No,
That's why I didn't know.
I'm totally cool with it. I was just busting your balls. Yeah, okay. If we want to get into that, I shit my pants. I was sick last week. That's why I wasn't on the podcast, and I shat my pants in my bed a little bit. It was greasy shit.
last week.
Yeah.
That's why you didn't make it?
Well, no, I was sick.
He was sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't
I thought
because he
you
shit
said-
his pants.
It wasn't the Sunday that I didn't make it, or that I shit my pants.
Okay.
But he was sick. But
was
like
during the week.
Yeah, because he doesn't know. Because whatever.
How much shit?
Not like a lot, but enough to be pretty gross.
How do you say that while?
Okay.
How do you say that while
on,
you're
there's a
yawning?
small-
Is that boring for you?
He's
How
heard all-
much
he's
shit?
heard them all. He's heard every shit
Oh, if
story.
I have to hear one more shit story.
I'll ask the obligatory, how much shit? Question.
How much shit was there? When he can't get to sleep, he just calls me and I lullaby him by telling him all my shit stories.
Good night, sweet prince.
Sweet Prince. This right here, we have a fun-sized. Oh, Henry.
Yeah.
That is probably exactly the amount of shit.
Jesus
Those are the
Christ.
grossest ones.
It's a
Because it's
perfect
wet
amount of
too,
shit.
right? And
That-
it kind
that's
of
a-
like
It had like this clear sub. It was like brown, and
Yeah.
then in the middle, like this clear, greasy substance. Because I was eating I went on Atkins for 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
I was trying to do Atkins for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I was actually doing pretty well.
Yeah.
No, I got to this point where I was like, every fucking meal that I was eating, because you eat, like meat seems it's so good to eat so much meat.
Yeah.
Like, you think that that's like a great diet. It's going to
not.
be easy. And then after 2 weeks, you're eating so much meat that actually meat starts to become
Yeah.
disgusting, which has never happened to me
Yeah, I did
before.
a paleo. I did paleo, which is all meat too.
Same.
And-
Wait,
same
this diet is just meat?
Well, okay, well, you eat like meat, and then like you eat like
You're
salads
you're
and
cutting out
bullshit
your carbs.
like that.
On
Didn't-
Atkins.
Yeah.
Didn't the Atkins guy die doing the Atkins diet?
I heard it's not good for you.
He died of a heart attack.
Yeah.
But, here's my thing. It's like, even if I got AIDS, there'd be a period where I'm like, fuck it, I look pretty.
As you didn't see, Jordan put his hand on his head like he was posing in Pinup magazine. Like for soldiers were going to put his picture on their bunks
I'm
in
doing a USO
1942.
show.
Yeah, he's doing,
doing
he's
a lot of
doing
sit-
a USO show.
That's why I'm trying to trim down.
You're doing a lot of sit-ups? Nope.
AIDS,
Not
baby.
anymore,
myself.
I'm doing the AIDS day.
So I got so grossed out by the fact
Yeah.
that, like, because you can eat vegetables too. But then I was like, I don't really
But
like.
you didn't.
I did, but I don't really like salad that much.
I love salad.
So like I like it. Like it's okay. Like I like spinach salad and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then I was like cooking a lot of the vegetables, and
Yeah.
even the smell of fucking cooked vegetables was just grossing me out. I couldn't eat anything.
yeah.
But so I quit the diet when I got bronchitis, just because it was like
Wait, did the diet give you bronchitis? I
No.
don't even know what the fuck bronchitis
fucking smoking for like 3 years gave me bronchitis,
Yeah.
and then I keep getting it every year because I got it once.
Well, I wonder if it does,
You're
like,
dead.
I wonder if, like, cutting out certain foods does affect your immune system.
Yeah, probably. And it made me so tired and shit. And then like I just was eating so much. I was going to A&W and just getting cups of bacon.
Oh,
I was just like, just give me bacon. Like
I don't even think that's, like, good bacon, too.
No, I don't
order
know.
cups of bacon?
I think that's, like,
He found that out today.
secondhand bacon.
Yeah, it's like no, it's like this is not even real.
Oh, no, that's not good. That's
So, but the eggs in the meal are undercooked. If eggs are runny at all, I can't eat them.
Oh.
So like it kind of grosses me out. So I was just getting straight bacon, and I think it was the A&W bacon that made me shit my pants.
It must have Alestra or something in it.
By the way,
Something, I'm not sure.
when he said he was getting cups of bacon, when I got in his car this morning, there was a pile of cups. It wasn't just like one or two times. He's like, I'll just get bacon. It became a routine.
What do you do when you go to A&W? Do you say, "Can I get a cup of bacon, please?"
I'm just like, let me just get. Well, the first time I ordered it like a moron. I was like, let me get your classic bacon and eggs breakfast without the toast and the eggs.
Did you say classic?
Yeah. Like, wait a minute.
Make it unclassy. That's what you have to say.
Like, so you just want bacon, man.
Do you want us to shoot it in your mouth with this cannon?
Please do. Just roll it into little bits and flick it at my mouth like it's a quarter.
Minus the eggs and everything else.
Did they
Minus the tray.
Can you actually make the tray out of bacon? And so I was eating so much of that because everything else grossed me out that I just like was sitting in my bed and I was like, oh, I'm going to enjoy this lustrous fart that I'm about to do. And I was like,
That's disgusting.
And I wasn't really sure if I shit, but then you know when you get that like, because I kind of like moved over.
It's moist.
And then it sticks to the side of your ass.
Oh, wow. Like, I wasn't
You know
playing
what I'm talking
basketball.
I gotta take a shit right now.
My joke about shitting myself doing IKEA furniture, that's what happened.
Yeah, you're like-
I was screwing in a table or something, and I was like, I clenched too hard, and it came out just like that. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like, why
In
is there, like,
IKEA though?
No, at home. Like,
why is there a clump of vegetable oil in my shit?
I should cook with this. I shouldn't waste it. Be like the Inuits, use the whole part of this shit.
Exactly. They don't waste any.
It's one of those Swedish meatballs. That's what you tell everybody.
It's disgusting.
So,
But that just seems like classic you.
yeah, it really does.
It's like it's two different types of shits in this podcast. You got your shit, and then actually three: Izzy, and then there's Pat. Pat is like completely. I don't give a fuck. I own it. Izzy's like ashamed, and yours is like, my life's falling apart. It's the 3 levels of shit that we have in this
I picture
podcast.
Pat always takes these half-an-hour shits, right?
Yeah.
If not longer. I always think that Pat is he's not drinking enough liquids, so it's like I picture his being really dry.
it looks like Nesquik powder.
Yeah. You ever see the Play-Doh machines where you just like put the arm down and it all comes out?
It just
really
like comes out like that.
Yeah, really slow.
He has to
though.
like cut it off. Like he's like just.
He has to pinch it because
Yeah,
he just doesn't have no more energy.
He's thinking about bringing scissors into the washroom. It's at that point. Yours very proud. You like to announce
when
it.
they're good.
Yeah,
like
and then
that.
Izzy's just like, he's accepted it, but there's shame behind all of it.
Well, I had like the first little bit, like from going from eating like terrible processed, like everything out of a box or frozen, to like doing the Atkins. Like one thing that it does force you to do is that you have to make all your own food.
Yeah.
So I was eating like a lot healthier. So the first shit I had like this super long, like super healthy shit. And it was the first time my shit actually held together and wasn't just pure liquid. And I actually considered sending it to Manolis, but it auto flushed in the fucking toilet. And went down. It was a masterpiece.
Technology is a bitch, man.
Isn't it though?
I got to go back to that kind of like cooking, like because it's just so much better.
What do you do?
Sometimes you're just like it's like, sometimes it's like frozen food, but then there's cooking, but there's a lot of frozen food in my day where it's just like chicken fingers or something.
Exactly. That's my problem too.
Yeah,
like
and
the
it's just
chicken
like-
fingers of fries, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just like
So loaded in carbs that it just
Yeah.
makes you fucking balloon.
anything frozen is terrible.
Yeah.
Anything like that, like vegetables frozen, gross. All that frozen shit.
Yeah.
But then eating healthy is very expensive too.
Eating healthy well too, because like you said, frozen shit. Like I was trying to eat this frozen seafood. I think that gave me the shits.
Yeah, I bought these from Nations. I bought these like salmon burgers, and I cooked it, and I was just like, this is the grossest fucking thing I've ever eaten.
I've had salmon burgers. I didn't mind them, but
But it was just, I love salmon burger. It wasn't fresh.
yeah,
Just wasn't. It was like,
there's something about seafood. It just has to be fresh.
Taco
has to be
Bell
fresh.
gets me sometimes. Sometimes if I you talk about the wrong time, just wants to, it's like it comes out like porridge.
I eat a lot of chickpeas. Is that good or bad?
That's good.
Is it?
Chickpeas are good. Yeah.
Yeah, I like chickpeas a lot.
What
Yeah,
do
those are
you
good for
eat,
you.
Manolis? Like what's a regular day? Breakfast, lunch, dinner?
Okay, breakfast. Sometimes I just get a piece of toast. and I'll put honey on it, and then I'll have my chaga tea every morning, and then I'll maybe a banana. That's about it. A lot of times I'll eat something like that. It's only because I feel like you're supposed to eat something right off the top of the day.
Yeah,
I was saying.
Apparently, I like to have protein because that burns. That starts your metabolism.
Right. They say that too.
Yeah, it's just burning.
You have a protein shake?
No, usually I'll make like a pita with like turkey bacon or sliced turkey with some cucumbers.
You have
or something.
You have like turkey in the morning.
Yeah, I have turkey bacon. I eat a lot of turkey. I don't eat like that. It's
love
leaner
turkey
meat.
bacon.
It's leaner meat.
You know what happens if you eat too much turkey?
You become a turkey?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. I woke up with some
watch yourself.
feathers.
That's it. I'm at a point right now where I'm like, I eat, but I'm like, I'm kind of sick of it, man.
Sick of eating.
Yeah, I really.
That's a good place to be.
I'm like, I don't know what it is lately. I just don't want to. Like, if I could get away with not eating anymore.
Yeah.
Is it the cold? Because the cold makes like winter kind of does that for me, where I start to lose my appetite.
Yeah, I'm like losing my appetite a bit.
Except for at night. That's when I get it. Winter, I don't feel like eating all day. I could go without lunch or breakfast, but then even dinner, but it's like before bed. I just want to eat everything, like ice cream and
because you're hungry all day. You don't realize it.
Well, but I eat throughout the day. I just don't want to.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I think part of like it's like if you eat too much of like certain bad foods, there's something that's in your gut that people say you're supposed to get rid of. I forget the name.
Parasites?
No. So I think it starts with a G or something. I don't know. It's just like, but the more you eat, the more your body craves it. Like the more shit you put in your body, the more your body craves it. Like if you get too much sugar.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I forget the name of it.
Yeah. Does it start with
I forget.
gun? I don't know.
I forget.
But you can get rid of it. But there's always some in you. I wish I knew that. I'll find out the name later. I can't think of it. But ever since I stopped drinking rye and Cokes before I went to bed, like I still get I got drunk last night, but now it's just pretty well once a week. Where now I think because I've stopped putting so much sugar in my body before I went to bed, now I'm just not my body's not craving certain things anymore.
Yeah, that's always the crazy thing too. Because I don't know if you had the same experience, Gavin, when you started paleo.
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
I didn't do paleo. Yeah, paleo. Sorry, yeah.
Did you have the thing where it's like there's like a week where you're just like constantly craving carbs, like so strong, and then it just breaks,
and then it's gone,
and then you just don't.
That's what I mean,
crave
like
carbs at all anymore. Yeah,
it's like
crazy.
that. There's a buildup of something in your body that craves more shit.
Yeah.
Well, carbs aren't shit. Like carbs, like as a diabetic, you have to have carbs.
No, but I mean, like
it fuels your brain,
right?
So carbs aren't shit. It's just we're just so used to like carbs are easy. That's the problem. It's in everything.
Does it start with a K?
I don't know.
I think it's C. CRB. CARB.
No.
He means
No, that thing that I'm talking about.
He just called you an idiot.
I thought that's what you were asking. Were we just talking about carbs?
Yeah, no, I was joking.
Ken something.
He's talking about the thing inside you that depletes. It's like nicotine. Like when it depletes, it wants more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard that carbs, you need that for your brain. Because then your brain will start or something.
Ketones? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's not ketones.
Because that's what like Paleo and Atkins work on.
Okay.
Where your brain switches from consuming glucose to.
Is it glucose that you're talking about?
Not glucose. Okay. No.
But like with Atkins, where it'll stop from like running on glucose, so you go through this period where you feel super tired, and then it starts running off these things called ketones instead. But with diabetes, that's like Paleo might not be.
I don't know. Like everything's because I was fine on it.
Yeah.
But I was also working out way more, and I don't know. It's the thing with diabetes is just cells, right? Like everyone's cell has a certain amount of holes in it, or like. I guess holes where insulin gets in. My cells have less hole, or maybe even just one hole.
Oh, okay.
So it's just not getting enough insulin.
Yeah.
But the carbs breaks down sugar. I have to eat complex carbs. I can't eat straight carbs.
Yeah.
Complex carbs are better.
So that stuff like
whole grains and stuff like that, which I eat already. That's what I mainly eat is whole grains. Because sugar just goes right, like white carb just goes right to your kidneys. And
white carbs?
Yeah, like white bread and stuff like that. Like just straight, it just breaks down. It doesn't break down. It doesn't take time to when you have whole grains, it slows down the process.
Yeah. But is whole wheat much different? Like,
I don't know. I've heard different things.
like obviously I'm sure there's a difference between like multi-grain, like
Yeah.
where you can actually like feel the
Yeah.
fiber and the like graininess of it. But the bread that's just the same thing but brown, I always feel like is
I don't really eat whole wheat. I'll eat whole grains, and I'm kind of sick of those Dempster whole grains.
Yeah.
So I like rye and pumpernickel, which is kind of the same. Rye is like rye is good for you too, right?
But I've heard that the brown bread that you're talking about, just like that generic brown bread,
It's just
What's that?
I don't know.
Is that the fucking word?
is just like they actually color it with molasses.
That's what I heard,
and it's
too.
the same fucking thing.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. And you could when you eat that kind of bread, you just like it tastes like shit.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah, it
tastes
doesn't
bad.
taste bad.
Yeah,
It does- you might as well just have the white bread.
exactly.
Yeah, that's what I think with it too. But I don't know. The whole thing with like you will lose weight on Atkins like crazy, but it just seems like it's like such a hard lifestyle to keep up with that it's like
That's Sorry.
No.
I was just gonna say, like when I lost all my weight that first time, it was all about changing my lifestyle as opposed to like let me just be on a diet because
Yeah.
just fucking diet I couldn't do that. I just like let me just change how I eat. So like I want to eat bread, I'll eat whole grains.
So that's it. It's candida. So sugar causes candida. So if you take too much sugar, your body, I think we have candida in our bodies. So the more sugar we take in, the more it just wants more.
Oh man.
There's a video on it. I don't know if it might be too long. I don't even know.
My dad was telling me when he was working, he used to work sheet metal, right?
Right.
So they used to do these things where so in the summer you don't sweat. They give you these salt pills. These guys would like pop salt all the time, but like now they found out like this is 70s. Now it's like just like that's horrible for your heart.
yeah.
So there's
no
guys with all
shit.
these heart problems from like just popping these salt pills. My dad's like
What's
usually
the purpose of the salt pill?
it stops you from sweating. So they're working in heat, extreme heat.
Oh yeah, like those factories just get
Yeah.
fucking miserable in the summer.
And then so they just like pop these pills. And actually it was mandatory to pop the pills. So you didn't sweat.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
That's like how Hungarians fucking like the old school Hungarians. They all like because that food is traditionally like the greasiest,
Yeah.
saltiest, like
Yeah.
most horrendous shit.
Yeah.
But they were all working so hard in the fields. And
It
stuff
worked
like
out.
that, so that they just like burned it off. They actually the diet is that because they needed that to have the fats and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And now all of them like now that we're all like on our iPhones.
Yeah.
We're still eating cabbage rolls and just dying at 30 of heart attacks instead. And
What's
shitting
going
our
on?
pants in our bed.
Why is salt so bad for your heart?
I don't know. I don't know exactly. I just know it's sodium.
Oh gosh.
But apparently that chaga tea helps get rid of your that word I just fucking said. I can't believe I already forgot it.
Candida.
Really? That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So how do we get this chaga tea?
Just go.
Why don't you bring some in and we can buy it off you?
Well, you just got to go to Goodness Me and buy it.
Okay.
We
Start
can have
selling
some.
it on the website.
Well, he usually does that kind of stuff.
I'll bring some. We can have some chaga tea next week. If you want it, we can have.
Goodness me.
Sure, I would try it.
Goodness Me sells it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chaga tea.
Yeah.
And it's
By Chaga.
by Chaga. They're
That's fun.
not even a sponsor.
I was going to say that's Thundercats by Chaga. That's what they used to say when they were shocked at something. By Chaga.
Yeah, I was telling these guys. I probably talked about it before, but yeah, why I'm drinking is the theory is that the melanin. I was telling you this is apparently good for our pineal gland, or pineal gland, or what the fuck it's called.
The black people thing.
The black people thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of theories on black people and pineal glands.
And melanin.
Why? What is that? What are they?
Well, melanin is like what apparently where skin color comes from black people, right?
Well, it's absorbing of the sun.
Right.
It's like your
But-
skins are more
Black people tend to have more
melanin.
melanin in them. That's
So
why
they
their
absorb the
skin.
sun better.
But yeah, but that's why they're black,
Mm.
apparently, because they have more than we do.
really?
Jesus, I probably have none.
Yeah, you're probably minus
And
melanin.
melanin is good.
Yeah, it's good.
Melanin is
Negative.
good.
But it's good for your pineal gland. But so because black people have more melanin in them naturally, the theory is that they tend to be like more.
My friend was telling me, based on that, that's why black people are used as batteries, like as like you see with culture and stuff like that. It comes out of the ghetto and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like street culture becomes a big thing, a phenomenon. Black people are used as like how in slavery they were used to build the states. They're used apparently they're used as the battery. They're used as batteries, like to charge. Does that make sense? You hang out with someone that's a vampire and takes your energy. That's what the black people were used as
taking their energy.
Yeah, as batteries.
Thinking of the movie Powder, where he gets electrocuted. It's like
he is electricity in that movie.
Well, that reference fell so flat.
Only one person didn't see it. I saw it.
You saw it.
I saw it. I didn't think it was funny.
But they say that their pineal glands are not calcified. These black people, and they tend to be more.
I think they are
smarter.
now.
No, I mean, through the history of time, like naturally their pineal glands are like. But apparently, there's like it's just black people are theories they're smarter.
Yeah,
in a sense, because they're
or a different kind of intelligence.
Yeah, just more connected to. Well, think about it. Like it kind of makes sense in a way. Like they are better at a lot of things than everybody else. Yeah. Right?
Like being black?
No, but like,
well, they are better at that, first off. Let's just say they are better at that.
You can't deny that. Yeah. That's a fact.
They tend to be better at sports.
Yeah, but...
better at...
rap. They are.
They were going to borderline into racism, but let's keep going.
They're better at picking locks.
Yeah. Cotton.
They have nicer dreads.
Yeah.
They're better at music.
I think you mean like the soul you were talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They're more
connected to the earth.
Artistic universe.
I look at how much influence we music
modern
is
music.
So influenced.
Modern music
culture.
comes from black culture,
and not even modern music, but I mean it does. But I mean the Renaissance of the 70s, the soul in music is pure directly related back to slavery.
I watched this documentary on what's his name? What's the guy that's saying? He's an old jazz singer.
Regis Philbin?
No, not Regis Philbin.
Charlie Parker?
No, it's way back when. It's
Thelonious Monk?
No.
Lester Young?
No, he's saying I'm trying. I am trying.
Yeah.
That's
Bill
not
Murray?
No, it's not Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Ramsey Lewis?
Gordon Ramsay.
Hang on, I gotta quiet.
Miles
you guys
Davis.
Keep talking.
The St. Louis Rams.
Keep going.
Let me think. Now that you're on board with it, I'm having a hard time coming up with names.
That is not bothering me. I'm trying to.
Let me see here. Who was a jazz singer in the?
He's like. From
I was
the
watching part 1 of History of Jazz with Kent Burns.
Louis Armstrong. His History of Jazz. If you watch that documentary,
I want to watch the whole thing.
The History of Jazz, but sorry. Just Louis Armstrong, the way he sang, created what modern singing is today. Once he came on the scene, whatever it was he did completely changed what modern singing was.
And the way Muddy Waters played guitar and shit like that. Too.
Yeah.
You listen to Janis Joplin, she's heavily influenced by that.
Oh, most music is just comes out of that. It's just
directly.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin.
That's the modern culture.
Yeah. So.
Well, Zeppelin just completely stole.
Yeah,
they stole 100%, and they didn't credit the fucking artists they stole.
They stole
so
songs.
They stole songs. They re-released their album and then started crediting.
I don't think
the
they
artists.
gave them. They don't. They even were good.
They didn't put their names on the album. They didn't
that was
credit
court
them.
mandated.
Or not
Yeah,
even
they just did it last year.
Did they pay them?
Oh, those guys are broke. Those are blues singers that are broke now.
No, but did they never paid them.
Nothing.
What did they steal?
How do you?
Their songs.
Whole Lot of Love, I
lyrics and
think it was.
The whole song, yeah. Whole Lot of Love is a blues song.
It was a blues
Stairway
song.
to Heaven, the intro riff to Stairway to Heaven was stolen.
There's a
Really?
Have you seen Ghost World?
Long time ago, don't remember it.
There's a scene in it where I think they're kind of making fun of that band. They go Led Zeppelin, and they go to this bar where they're going to watch this classic blues guy, and nobody cares about them. And this other band comes on, and they're called Blues Hammer. It's like Led Zeppelin. Everyone loves them. So it's kind of the same, the deal. It's the old black guy. It's just nobody gives a fuck about him. Yeah. He's playing his music.
Well, they should have done. They should have done something. They looks like they made a lot of fucking money.
Who, Led Zeppelin?
Yeah.
Didn't somebody offered them $100 million to tour again, and fucking one of them ripped the check up right in front of him, and no way.
Really?
The other two were on board or something, and then.
I don't know. That story could be true. I heard something about them being offered or asked to tour again. I heard that.
To me, they're worse than the Monkees.
Got offered so much money.
The Monkees.
They're they're the first Backstreet Boys.
They're always just monkeying around.
I thought you meant Like actual monkeys?
No, not actual monkeys.
I was like, now that's racist.
No, I don't. I like Led Zeppelin's just like fuck. I can't stand them.
I don't really like them either.
I don't like them.
I like them.
No, but
really
what's there to like? You can't even like them because it's not them. They're like worse than they're worse than Nickelback.
That's a pretty.
I'd still take.
Yeah,
even
but-
with everything on the table, I swear to God, I would still take the Led Zeppelin album over. a Nickelback
But
album.
at least Nickelback's writing their own
You're-
songs.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I think they
it's
must have wrote
unfortunately
some of their songs,
Nickelback's
besides
writing.
that.
I don't think so.
I don't
All their
think-
hits are not theirs.
Well, I mean, there's like I think 12 albums or so. I think
Yeah,
must
they
have
wrote that Lord of the Rings album and shit, didn't they? Right?
I'm pretty sure they wrote.
But like, you know what's even worse
Didn't
is making money off all the songs. Everyone thought that was their music. Huge fan base, and these blues guys dying poor, and you couldn't give them a dime.
well,
Dying
that's just
poor.
being. I know, but that's just being cheap, right?
It's not being cheap.
Them not giving their money to the.
No, that's
poor.
slavery. Because
Slavery's-
you're getting people to work for
Slavery-
free, and you're making money off of them,
Yeah,
and you're touring stadiums and shit.
yeah. Them not giving the money is also being cheap. They could have gave the money.
Well,
right?
that's like saying
by them actually not giving the money
being
is slavery.
Being cheap is completely different than not paying someone who's dying broke
In slavery,
and taking their stuff. That's theft. That's not cheap.
Okay, yeah, but in slavery, it's actually like it's not there going. Well, maybe we should give them some money. Was never on the board. I'm saying with Zeppelin, there was probably at some time.
Oh, you're assuming there was, but let's say no because
Well,
they never
then
did.
And that's even worse if they considered it and still said no, because then it's deliberately screwing.
Yeah,
them
then
over.
you're just like
If they
that's
did
theft.
it like without thinking, like they just thought they could just cover the song and
Yeah.
never, then it's just stupidity. But if they're like, we should give them money, they're like, nah.
I don't know. Like I remember I heard. I think I heard an interview with I think it was Rosie O'Donnell. Is that her name? But like I think the first time she was doing stand up, she was just did a bunch of other people's jokes, and since like. And someone's like, "Where'd you get all that material?" It's like, "Oh, it's so and so and so." It's like you can't do that. You have to come up with your own jokes. I think,
yeah, but that's the difference
like
between.
I mean, it's pretty impossible for someone to be that stupid now.
It's
Yeah.
pretty impossible for someone to be that stupid when you're making millions and millions of dollars. Because a lawyer's going to go, hey, you can't do that. Lawyers cover every fucking thing. They knew where they were taking this music. They listened to the albums. They took the music, and they knew they didn't have to pay these guys money. That's not cheap.
I think
That's theft.
The guy that,
Cheap would be like, let's give them 50 cents.
And keep in mind, they're the musicians. They're the one that should have the sense of integrity themselves, not the lawyers or
Yeah.
the business people. Like, it's the comedian that should regulate
it's hard to do
doing
that.
their own
And we
material.
have to, and based on the music that they're taking and they're rewriting or they're singing and they're stealing, they're fans of the blues.
But it's
Oh, they were definitely.
They're
they were
fans
definitely
of these
huge
guys.
fans.
yeah, but it's hard to have
That's a
integrity.
fucking-
It's hard to have integrity when you're having a good hair day. You know, you're
It
like,
is
way
hard to-
down inside, woman.
That's what makes it even worse. It's just like
You feel.
it's like the other product was just not pretty enough, and this product was pretty, and just people wanted to
I
hear
don't
that
think
product.
I agree with the most you're just saying, but I don't think they stole all their songs. I think they wrote some of their songs.
Yeah,
they
I
must
think
have.
They wrote some of this.
Sure, but like, does it really matter? Like, it doesn't matter.
No, they still should have paid reparations to the guys that they
Yeah.
stole the music from.
They
I
stole
agree.
the music,
Everyone,
give them-
everyone agrees with that, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like for me, it's like no matter what, they're just like scumbags.
I don't really listen to Zeppelin, but
Yeah.
I feel the same way with Dennis Leary. Like, he apparently
Yeah.
stole so much material.
Yeah, I heard about that Louis
Is it
C.K.
material
one.
or you tell them about?
No, he stole a Louis C.K. bit. There's a
is that a fact?
Yeah, that his whole song. What's it called?
I'm an asshole.
I'm an asshole is a Louis C.K. bit that he was doing.
But even worse is if you watch No Cure for Cancer,
Yeah.
he directly ripped off a
Bill Hicks.
ton of Bill Hicks.
Yeah.
Like almost
No,
the whole
but-
hour.
But
because
didn't really he also just really rip off Bill Hicks' mannerisms and persona more than his
Sort
material?
of, I guess he
Or
made
both?
it
He
very
did both.
charactery. Like it was very. I mean, he kind of took.
He was actory. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like
Was
over
he-
the top.
Because he, to me, like when Dennis Leary, that's his name. When he
Mm-hmm.
came out, to me, it seemed like he just came out of nowhere. Was he? Did he grind it out as a
Yeah.
comic?
Yeah,
for
he
a long
did.
time? He was a comic.
Yeah, Louis talks about opening for him. He's doing that bit. It was not the song, but it was like
Yeah,
basically
Just the bit about like what was it like parking in a handicap
kept
spot,
saying-
being
yeah.
an asshole, and
And
just
then-
being okay with it.
Yeah,
And
being
then
proud of being an asshole.
And then he heard the song and he was like, "This guy fucking stole my bit." They talked to each other.
Apparently, it was there's even more to that. Dennis Leary was apparently hosting or headlining or something. He ended up going up after and riffing on that topic.
Yeah.
But it was kind
He
of
threw
weird.
it back to him.
Yeah, he threw it back to him like Louis was saying, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, and then added tags to it.
Yeah.
And Louis didn't think too much of it because it's like, well, he addressed it to the audience.
Yeah.
They obviously saw me do it. And then found out that he was doing those tags on other shows.
Yeah, he's
later.
doing the bit
He was
in
just
other
bringing
shows.
it up and
Yeah.
then doing his tags. And then even later, it was just he turned it into a song.
Those are the worst motherfuckers, man.
Oof.
Made a lot of money off that music.
He made that was a huge hit for him too. Like he made like most of the people that bought that CD was buying it for that one song. That's what people were still buying CDs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well. What's his name too? I think is it Jay Moore? He's a comedian, right?
Yep.
He stole one of like Rick Shapiro's. I don't know what bit, but Rick Shapiro used to do a bit, and it was like a character bit or whatever. And Jay Moore did it on Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Man, well,
I had
why?
sketches on Saturday Night Live that got stolen from Comedy Inc. I
really.
had 2 sketches, possibly 3. I wrote this sketch about these 2 hip hop guys they were part of an advertising agency, and they pitched their ads. And I was in Windsor doing the Windsor Club, and it was a shitty night. And someone calls me and is like, "Your fucking sketch, James Cunningham." So your sketch is on Saturday Night Live, and I turn on TV. It's my fucking sketch.
Oh wow!
No way.
And
So
then
what
this
they-
following season, I wrote a second sketch of that for the first season, and they did it as an opening sketch with the same sketch. It was at a wedding. This one, mine was at a wedding. Same fucking thing, and they did it.
Both of your sketches were on Comedy Inc.
Yeah, they already aired.
So they aired. So they saw them.
Here's the
possibly?
connection. We were being sold in the States by Brillstein and Gray.
Okay.
That's a big, management company. They're also producers, but they're also management for Lorne Michaels and a lot of people on Saturday Night Live. So my thing is, someone saw the sketches, like, hey, fucking take it. No one's gonna give a fuck, because I signed a contract that my sketches aren't mine; they're Comedy Inc.'s. And when it was brought up at the meeting, everyone kind of went quiet. Nobody said anything.
What do you mean? What was brought up at the meeting?
My friend at the time brought up that they saw my sketch on Saturday Night Live, and everyone just went quiet.
That's insane. You should,
What's
like,
that
make
mean?
A video and put them side by
Yeah,
side.
That's what people were saying. And
Why don't
another
you?
one I wrote, I've never thought about it. There's another one I wrote that I saw later on. It was the quantum. It was a guy that did. He was. What did they call those? What's wrong with my brain? You know when you go to a guidance counselor. He was a quantum guidance counselor. So he jumped through time, giving bad advice to historical figures. And they did that one on Saturday Night Live.
Well, wait, did you tape yours too? You're saying?
Yeah, I taped that years before. That was like a couple years before.
But that was a Comedy Inc.
Yeah, and Will Forte did the sketch, the jumping through time one. Yeah, I had 2 for sure. The third one, I'm like, I'm not sure if it could just be coincidence. But I know 2 for sure. 2 sketches for sure.
You really should make a video putting that side by side because all those. Just
put it up on the website.
even just for fun, I think comedy fans would think that's interesting.
All right, I'll see if I find those sketches.
Yeah.
I know I have the ones that I wrote.
Yeah, it'd be hard to get the SNL ones because
Yeah.
they don't put a lot of
Yeah.
that up on. But even if you buy the DVDs, or
The
something,
first
just
one I
things
saw,
like
they
that.
do the 10 to the last. It's like the last 10 minutes of the show. That was the first time I saw it. Was in the last 10 minutes, and the second one was an opening sketch. And they changed little things in it. Like mine was about the first one was about tampons. Theirs was peanuts, so they used nuts, right? But it was like it was these 2 rappers that are coming up with inappropriate pitches for a tampon company. Wow. For mine, that's when theirs was nuts. It was the same 2 rappers, 1 person, same fucking thing, same dynamic.
progression and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
My Jesus joke was kind of like dialogue, I think, on season 1 of Louis. Between Louis and some friend.
What are you saying? Was it the poker table?
No. It was just like there was a scene, I guess, when it shows Louis when he was a kid, and there's a nun, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, and so I guess the nun's like, Louis, don't do that. Jesus died for your sins, and I guess his friend goes, well, if Miss So and So, if we don't sin, didn't he die for nothing? Which is my joke.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody stole it. I think it's just I think it just fucking probably.
That's the problem with a lot of this shit, right? Like,
I think he just came. I think he just came up with it himself.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think it was that hard to figure that out. But I was happy that I saw
You're
it.
in the
I was
right
like,
direction.
It's still nice to be like this guy who's the top.
I was
comic
more
came up with the same
Same
thing.
idea. I was more worried that I was like, oh, thank God, because mine's on my TV comedy now special, and it's dated. So, his show season 1 came out way after mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was more worried that someone's going to be like, you fucking stole that from Louis. You know what I mean? Like,
And you'd be like, look
like,
at you.
hey, I don't have a problem, dude. I'm just trying to tell jokes. I don't want to die.
why would you die?
No, I don't know. I picture Louis fans just going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, because people love Louis. I love Louis.
It's good times.
He is good time.
He is a good times. He is a good times.
I wanted to talk about something I saw. First of all, I went to the dentist. I don't know if you guys know this, but when you go to the dentist, I have to pay $200 fucking to get my fucking mouth looked at. Right?
That's
Just
a dentist, though.
Yeah, they do all the X-rays, and they check your mouth, they check obviously your mouth, your tongue, and all that. But they do this thing now. They check your glands.
They always did that, didn't they? Though, like
They've never done it to me.
Yeah, my dentist
Maybe it's
doesn't
like
do that.
maybe you
past
guys go to
age.
shitty dentists.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it is age. Maybe it's an age thing.
I don't know. It's just, she told me they've been doing it for like a last year or so
Oh, okay.
at my dentist's office.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good.
Well, yeah. So they check your neck, your glands, your your fucking all your everything just for cancer.
Yeah.
They look in your mouth for They know how to look for cancer now.
Cancer mouth.
And at this point, I know I have 3 cavities I have to get done. So I was like, part of me is like, fucking. I was thinking like, if they find like a lump in my throat, I'd be like, so don't worry about the fucking cavities then. That's all I thought. Like maybe.
Do we still do it?
Yeah.
Should we still
Well,
do? Is that a big worry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna hold off on getting these cavities done.
Yeah, I think you should too. It is like really big, but it could be mumps.
What?
There's mumps going around right now.
Oh, I'm fine. I was actually more disappointed. I was kind of hoping.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not again. You're fine. Oh.
Like, I don't want to give up. You know
I
what
thought I
mean?
did
I'd
your
rather-
riff on Friday. I was telling Mayce
What?
because I was talking to the dude, and what was it?
On
Something
stage?
Yeah,
What'd you do?
because you told me this before. You told me your bit that you just. No, I'm joking. No, you said this cancer thing. You were telling me the story, and I was on stage. I was talking to a guy, and I don't know why, but we started something about him having cancer. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not the same. I
don't even know.
told you.
Yeah, but I don't even know what you
I don't
said.
remember it either. I don't remember it that well either. It was just in the moment.
Wow. So it sounds like you're not going to do it again.
I don't remember it, but it was something because I was talking to someone, so I don't want to. Do you remember it?
I don't remember it. No, I remember us talking about it, but
Yeah.
I think that
I don't think it's a big deal now.
I
Yeah.
don't think so. I'm sure it doesn't even sound too similar.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not. I don't. Yeah, it's not a. It was one moment. Who wrote Cosby?
Cosby. That's what I. That's
You
how
wrote Cosby.
That's how you spell Cosby.
Is that a beer warmer that you're using in Cosby?
What letters are those?
Cozzyby.
Cosby.
Cos.
That sounds like the best bed and breakfast you can go to.
B. It should have been BE, but I just went with the Y.
That's not. It's not even. You're better with Y. You're better with Y. You just have too many Y's in there. And no
It's actually
Z.
pretty close.
It's you spelled it like a hip hop album.
There's 2 Y's. It's Cozzyby.
Cosby.
Cosby.
Hey, I like the Cosby. I like listening to the Cosby tell his jokes. How you say punchlines? Hey, you douchebags! You like Cosby? You like the black comedy stars like Richard Pryor and Cosby? It sounds.
You doing my bit now?
It sounds like an Eastern European dude with like long chains and a tracksuit.
And mumps.
The ones he's got serious mumps. Oh, my throat hurts, but I love the Cosby. It helps me. It helps me relax when I listen to the Cosby talk about his brother Russell. So do you want to talk about Cosby?
I was curious. Like, I was talking to someone yesterday. They're telling me that Lou Ferrigno's wife.
Yeah, he force kissed. Apparently,
But try to get her to take a pill.
oh, maybe he tried to get everyone to take a pill.
But like
From
he
what
was
I-
like, "Hey,
what I
take
read.
this pill."
Horse kissed her?
Yeah, he tried to
guess
kiss
that was
her
his
while his
thing.
wife
It's
was
like
upstairs. and
Like
he was like,
Morpheus from The Matrix.
Like a Jedi
Yeah.
from far away. He's just gently planting kisses on her.
apparently he's fucking like what? Like there was a woman that was a writer that was an aspiring comedy writer. She woke up one day and he was like putting his pants on. She woke up in the middle of it, and he was like, she's like, oh, this is what the quote was. Oh, I have an STD or something like that, or I have
Yeah. She
She said
told him that
Yeah.
she had an infection.
an infection. Yeah, that's right.
So that if he had sex with her there, that his wife would find out.
He went right in for her ass or her mouth.
Mouth. He
Yeah.
went to mouth.
I'm just going to put it in your mouth.
Well,
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, but at
Yeah,
this
no,
So
point,
she should have.
Like, I'll say, you can say this. My personal belief is that he did it.
Yeah, that's
but
what I think.
right now, these are all allegations.
but at this point, all of them kind of line up. Everyone's saying the same fucking
No,
thing.
I think he did.
But is
it.
that hard to find the same story? If you hear, let's just read one of them.
Yeah, but you know the percentage of faking rape is compared to the actual rapes that happen. It's very low.
But I'm just so shocked and surprised that it takes. If this is,
Yeah, but
I'm on the fence. I kind of feel like there's something to this.
it's all people.
But how does it take this long?
Because a lot of women don't report rape because they're scared. A lot of the like you have to understand, he's a very powerful guy. Too.
Yeah.
He's like a celebrity.
Plus, he's gotten out of it before. Like this has all already been settled. It's just coming up again. So I imagine.
And more women are coming out though. And Janice Dickinson's coming out.
That's
and
what I
says,
mean. Those women are probably taking advantage of the momentum for a good reason.
Yeah.
'Cause otherwise, they're like, well, he raped me. To them, if he raped,
they felt
them,
like,
they know.
sure, Bill Cosby raped you, but there's 20.
Yeah, but
chicks
you know what-
out.
you know what's
So
sad-
they wanna
sad
take
about
on
it?
An impossible fight.
what's sad about it is a woman's like has been coming out for like last how long saying this happened, and it took a Hannibal Buress bit for anyone to go,
know.
oh wait a second,
That's so interesting. That's what's so interesting about it.
Yeah, it is really weird that it's like,
Yeah.
like they're throwing this out there, and there's still people who don't believe.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that's
kids
an
celebrity
interesting-
culture. I was reading this article. Some popular guy at CBC just quit, and he's writing about the culture with Jion Gameshi and what was going on there. He was apparently a fucking asshole and hard to work with. He was just a dick. Jion Gameshi just treat you like shit.
Really?
Treat everybody like shit. But everyone put up with it because he was a celebrity, because he was popular, and because he was getting ratings. And when he was saying that they were so desperate to keep the CBC afloat that they did anything he wanted. They just pushed it farther and farther, and the abuse just became, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't rape or anything, but there was still abuse happening.
Yeah.
And they just let it go.
Well,
And
yeah.
it's just he's just talking about celebrity culture and the idea of
But
when
here's
you're powerful.
Here's my question though.
He got a woman to suck his dick just before he got on Cosby, just before he went out on the Tonight Show.
From that worked on the Tonight Show. you
No,
mean?
I guess she was just there, or she was.
So a groupie, like
I don't know if
is
she
this
was
a
going
forced
on. I don't know.
situation?
He was just like, I help out your career. And no one's gonna say anything.
Oh, okay.
And how often does that fucking happen in Hollywood?
I would suck some guy off if they could
See?
help my career.
Manolis would take the pill from Cosby.
Yeah.
The Cosby.
I'll blow it every night, dude. Just let me fucking tour with you. Can I sell my DVDs after the show?
It's just weird that like it took Hannibal Buress and then
Yeah.
You guys see that news interview he did too? Like eventually he did this.
yeah.
For us?
No, Cosby.
Yeah, I heard. I didn't see it.
Who was it with? Entertainment Tonight.
No,
You got mad,
Oh
didn't
wait,
he?
It was-
Associated Press.
There you go.
You got mad, right?
Not really mad, but like kind of like annoyed. He like basically tells the guy. The guy asked him about the allegations, and he says,
He's with his wife too.
Yeah, he's sitting there right with his wife. He's like, "We don't answer that."
And the we thing,
Yeah.
we don't answer
Yeah, we
that.
don't answer
And
that.
he just went silent.
And then he said, "Actually, if you have any integrity, you won't show this
yes,
part of the interview too."
you'll cut this out.
And he's like, "If the Associated Press has any integrity, you'll cut this part out."
That doesn't make any sense.
And he was like, "Actually, you'll get him on the phone now." He was like, you get your supervisor on the phone now. That'd be a good idea. And tell him that you want this part cut out. So he's like just trying to avoid it completely.
And they published it though. They put it all
that's
up.
the part they aired.
Which was good,
Right.
yeah.
Well,
I
like-
mean, like, they're a news association. They'd be stupid not to.
Yeah.
But what? He's an idiot for getting in front of them in the first place. So, obviously, no matter what he says is going to be.
Yeah, but it still wasn't at the level that it's at now. Like it wasn't snowballed to that
He
point.
shouldn't have
But I
done.
mean, if
Either do the interview or don't.
But if you don't do the fucking thing, like if you didn't rape all those girls, why wouldn't you just be like, no?
But it also goes to who he is. Like how you're saying, how many of these women didn't say anything. He's sitting in an interview, doing an interview about who he is with the press, and he's acting like, you better take that fucking off.
Yeah.
Like think of the power that guy has.
Yeah, see how he's addicted to the power. Like
You need to take that off. I
He's
gotta talk
used
to
to getting
your
his way
Yeah.
all his life, and he's like, he still feels like he's in control. That's where he fucked up. He made the mistake of,
Well, I would say the rape would be the fuck up.
well, yeah. The second fuck up is thinking that he was above it,
Yeah, thinking he's more
above a
powerful
rape,
than
above
me.
everything.
Yeah, but we let him do that.
I didn't tell him.
Well, I mean the royal we. We do that all the time. Like he could do whatever the fuck he
someone
wants.
By the way,
like-
his first fuck up was the Cosby Show, in my opinion. That show was shit.
You don't like that show at all.
No, I didn't like it.
I like moments in it.
I just didn't really. I don't know.
It was okay. It was a little boring.
Yeah, but for the time, like when you
was good
watch
for the
him
time.
interacting with things, you're like, is there a script in this?
Yeah, where's this?
That's right. I was reading someone's comments on Facebook, and they're getting mad at Hannibal Buress, and it's like, I have to assume he's a fan of Cosby. I'm like, why would you assume he's a fan? Because he's black, or he's an influence? I'm like, well, shut the fuck up. Because he's a black dude.
Who asked him that?
No, someone was
Who's
just commenting that Hannibal Buress shouldn't have said anything, and he must be a fan, or at least he looked up to him. It's like, just because he's black doesn't mean he has to look up to him. It doesn't work that way.
But I remember that Charlton Heston interview that was done with Michael Moore,
Mm-hmm.
and he just looks like a fool in it.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like Charlton Heston thought, like he didn't even know who Michael Moore was. He thought,
I'm better than this.
I'm better. I'm bigger than this. I'm more important than this. I'm fucking Charlton Heston. You know what I mean? And then he just looked like a fucking idiot. He didn't think. He thought he's understanding that everybody that he talks to is going to deal with him in a certain way because of celebrity.
Yeah.
Same mistake.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby thought that interview was just going to go his way because he's fucking Bill Cosby. You don't talk to Bill Cosby like
Or
that.
Cosby.
Don't or Cosby. You don't do the interview
What if it's a
unless you
different
want
guy?
to do it.
Yeah.
What if we got the guys wrong? It's Cosby that's been raping everyone. And he's getting away. He's like, laughing away in his Honda.
It's always a
Shitty
Honda.
Honda Civic.
And poor Cosby.
This is my only question.
Yes.
My main question. To me, it seems like the situation is always him giving the girl a pill.
Yeah.
Right?
Drugging them.
Drugging them. They pass out,
Mm-hmm.
and then he rapes them.
Yeah.
Is he getting off on the fact that they're passed out?
He has a bit where he talks about how he loves, like a long time ago when he was a kid, loving Spanish fly. Going to Spain and finding Spanish fly, and that's
I remember that bit.
What Spanish fly?
It's like this thing way back in the 70s
roofie.
and 80s. It's like roofie. He's a roofie. And he has this bit, apparently. Everyone's posting it about how he loves Spanish fly.
The
and how
joke
great
is
it
the joke with Spanish fly is like if you give it to a girl, it makes them horny.
Yeah.
But what it really did was make them pass out.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Make
Yeah.
them like
So everyone's
drunk
bringing up
when
this
they're
bit
more drunk,
now.
kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
And he did a bit about this.
Yeah, he did a long
It's an
time
old
ago.
bit. Yeah, I can. I have all his albums. Actually, I could totally find it.
Yeah, so
easily.
people are posting that bit like crazy.
So
he must get off on like
This-
just like
The power.
almost corpse fucking.
He's
Yeah, but
like fucking
that's
Jeffrey
what I'm saying.
Dahmer.
Yeah, he
But
gets
what
off
do you
on
see what
like
I'm saying? Like I'm saying, because this was my point. It's like
He's like
he,
Jeffrey Dahmer.
if I'm
it's got strings.
if I'm Bill Cosby,
yeah,
and I'm not married though, and I'm just a single Bill. What's my Cosby? Cosby. I'm Bill.
Come on down to Cosby.
You know, I'm gonna be crushing some puss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're Bill Cosby.
Yeah,
You remember that.
I'm Bill Cosby.
Yeah, but you're not crushing puss.
No,
Why
but this
not?
is the point. You're making a good point right now.
I'm making. Listen, my point
Okay.
is that I know I can pick up chicks and probably fuck them.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So I would be like, hey, you want to hang out? Go on a date? Hey, I want to fuck? Okay, boom. Maybe get blowjobs after the show, whatever. Like consent.
Like
I'm
what you're
talking about
saying,
consensual.
It wouldn't be that hard for Bill Cosby to get consensual sex with willing
Anybody
women who
is
wanted it.
Yes.
anybody
Sure.
is
He was a
famous.
celebrity.
So
That's
my
not- that's
point
not
being,
elite.
all these
But he did cheat on his wife.
Let's pretend he's not married. I'm just not about the wife. I'm
Okay.
talking about like these women that he had sex with, like drugged and raped. I think there probably would have been a percentage of them that he could have like charmed them into just fucking.
Well, maybe he didn't want. Maybe that's not.
That's my point. My point is like if I had my thing was to fuck girls that were passed out, and I have a girlfriend. I'm like, hey baby, can you do me a favor? Can you pretend like you're passed out?
Yeah.
That probably is not going to compare to the actual.
He likes rape.
He likes the girls.
He likes rape.
He likes rape,
Yeah.
but he wants them to be. I mean, like rape. But see what I'm saying? Rape is also like a girl that's not passed out and forcing them, fucking them while they're conscious. But it's still rape. They're both rape.
Right.
But
what I'm saying
weird.
is he's into rape.
He's into fucking girls, raping girls while they are
Passed out.
Passed out.
He's into control. I don't even know if it's the past. I see what you're saying.
They've all been passed out.
I think you're onto something.
No, I don't. I
He
think
gets
it's
off
rape.
on them.
No,
It's
it is
still
like,
rape. I'm
everyone's
not saying
rape.
it's not raped. I'm saying
No, but what I'm saying is he's into rape. It's not passed out. He's into rape.
But why that kind of rape then?
I guess there's less fight.
But there's like a specific pattern of like what he likes. Like he gives all these girls this pill, they pass out, and then he rapes them while they're passed out. It's like then there's other rapists who like will track girls down.
But they're into rape too.
No, we're all saying that. We're all in
Okay.
agreement with that. He's a rapist, like probably. And but he's just saying there's something specific about the way that he does it. Because listen to Jeffrey Dahmer. His whole thing was that he needed people to be these like sex machines. He wanted them to be completely passed out. He wanted to have sex with a dead body, basically. So there's some sort of weird sexual connection he makes with like having sex with a passed out body.
Yeah, it's control.
Or is there a better?
So is rape though. Like
Or-
that's
That's what
like
I'm saying.
they're both rape. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
You've
saying.
confused me right now.
It's control.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. It's
But
just
is-
one's passed out, one's not.
but is
I see
there-
what you're saying. He likes the idea of them passed out, but
Yeah.
it's the same. It's the
It's
same
still- it's-
fucking thing.
Yeah, I'm just.
It's the same fucking
Is
thing.
he
Likes rape.
does he think because they're passed out? Does he think he's going to get away with it?
I think that's
Like-
probably what it is.
Like he just
Yeah, it could be.
like he's into raping
what do I
them.
know?
And then afterwards, you fucking, I guess, put her pants back on and say, "Oh, you passed out."
It's probably
I was
like,
out, so I went to the living room and watched some TV.
if I guess it's like less struggle and less messy as opposed to like, oh my god, Bill Cosby chased me around a fucking apartment.
They're not
Sma-
screaming,
Yeah,
they're
like
not
it's
lucid.
just like let me just.
so you think it's like just maybe he thought he could get away with it easier?
Well, he was because it wasn't just passing out. Like this woman that's on Law and Order who came out, she was standing on the Cosby Show. Apparently, he used to feel her up, and it was an acting exercise. Then he's like, "Hey, let's go. You should come back to my house and take a shower so we can see what your hair looks like straightened." And she didn't do it, but some other woman did it. So he's like, I don't know.
So how do you?
He likes power. That's what I think. I think he likes power.
But how do you
Sounds like
prove?
a psychopath.
He sounds like a sociopath.
Yeah.
It sounds like he has no more remorse. He doesn't care. He sounds like he's just addicted to power. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't seem like.
Yeah.
he
But
gives
how
a
do you-
fuck?
We mean nothing to him.
Is it past the statute of limitations?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so how do you like besides like 20 women and saying maybe the same story? How do you officially prove this?
I don't know.
I don't think at this point there's you kind of can't really unless you had like some sort of like photograph evidence or something like that. But shouldn't that be another motivation? It's like it's past the statute of limitations, but these girls are still coming forward just so people know the story. So it's like they're not even getting.
Yeah.
You're not getting
from it.
money.
So it's like, but they're still coming forward. So that makes me think it's even more true.
Yeah, me too.
You know
Yeah,
what
because
I think also like he's gonna die. This is his legacy.
I mean? Fucking good.
This is it. This is the end of
That's-
it.
Getting
It's
a car
done.
crash
Well,
tomorrow,
he's-
nobody
yeah.
will give a fuck.
He's at the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But everything he's done in his whole life
Shit now.
it means
Yeah.
nothing.
He had all those shows canceled.
Everything. Yeah, every NBC stepped away.
What about
Netflix
I heard
postponed
his special.
I heard what?
Netflix postponed
The,
his 77
he's not
special.
doing his. Yeah, they postponed his special. That means they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
They're supposed to come out in November. There's a whole bunch of shit, and that's his legacy. Is that as a rapist?
I wish it
Brought
was
it on himself.
I wish it was like somehow like I would like maybe you know what him do a lie detector test.
Angie Dickinson,
Yeah.
he's never going to do that.
Yeah, he would never do
Angie Dickinson was like, she wrote a book about how he was creepy and like lecherous, but they never did anything. And then she came out and said that did happen that night. And she was saying her publicists were like, don't, because it'll fuck up your career.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
Don't say anything. 'Cause
And they
it'll fuck
thought
up your
that
career.
he could possibly sue her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He-
Or sue the publishing company, actually.
Think about how powerful this guy was in the 80s alone. Like,
In the
super
80s?
fucking powerful. They were talking about him buying NBC. He was so fucking powerful. You didn't fuck with that guy, man. It's like the NFL. Like, that's the way I look at Hollywood. It's just like NFL. Like, if we didn't have the internet and the Ray Rice beat that woman, we didn't know about it, then, do you think fucking he'd be suspended?
Oh, you mean if the video didn't exist?
Yeah, we didn't see that video. They knew about the video. They didn't give a fuck.
You know what makes me laugh about that is like Eminem referenced that situation in one of his freestyle raps or whatever.
Yeah.
And they all attacked him like how could he? Like how could Eminem say such a thing? It was like isn't it still worse that Ray Rice punched his wife in the fucking face? Isn't that still worse?
And they do the same. It's the same mentality with a lot of comedians. It's like, let's go attack the commentators on the situation as opposed to actually attacking the fucking dude who knocked his wife the fuck out.
Yeah, like let's not forget what he
But
did.
even what I was, I just wanted to say that it was just no one really means anything if you're making money. Like no one,
But yeah,
the average person doesn't mean shit if
but
you're making money.
It's the video that changed everything for that.
Yeah, because they had
situation,
to,
right?
They had to. They didn't have a choice.
But
But
the video,
if you're making money, if you make people money, you can rape whoever the fuck you want if no one finds out about it. You can do whatever the fuck you want. If
I
you're
mean,
making
the
a
business,
big,
the business
you're making
people-
if you're fucking Suge Knight's company, they were fucking horrible, and nobody said anything.
right?
Who's Suge Knight?
Suge Knight ran Death Row Records.
Is that the guy that killed Tupac?
He didn't kill
Biggie.
Tupac, but they're saying he's. There's a lot of shady shit that happens.
Don't ever say that again.
Yeah, please.
There's a lot of
He's
shit.
gonna hang you on
He's
a
in
balcony
I think he's in jail now.
again.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
but like,
We got
like
5 more years then.
like that guy could have gotten away with beating that woman in an elevator, and no one would have said shit.
Oh yeah,
And the fans would have been like, fuck. There's fans that hate her.
yeah,
There's fans that hate her.
yeah.
Money is like very powerful.
He hung Vanilla Ice over a balcony apparently,
Yeah.
like by his feet, because he wanted money off of him. Because it's something to do with his
I
music.
think someone was ghostwriting for Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
And then, yes, I don't know.
He,
I know
he
exactly.
like he literally. It's like it's literally like he's like say the president or whatever, the head of the company.
Yeah.
It's like it would be like I don't want to say he's like Hitler, but it was like say Hitler went to the front lines of war. Like you know, that's what he was like. He went to the fucking. He took care of it. He was the hitman.
He took care of business.
Yeah.
But Hitler's like a pussy.
Of course, Hitler's a pussy. He was,
Hitler's a pussy with
but
like.
most like think about any leader, any
going
country
out
would
and
would never go to fucking battle.
Suge Knight's like a thug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll
They just
fucking
did
kill
thug
you.
shit. They just
That
did
guy
thug
will
shit.
fucking kill you, man.
Or it's the illusion that he would.
Why was he
would.
picking a fight with Vanilla Ice though? Like,
He
what
wanted
does
to
Owed money,
really
if he
have
owed
to
money,
do
or
with
he was
anything?
looking for money. It's money.
Money. He wanted money. But he thought Vanilla Ice owed him money because of some ghostwriting situation.
Something like that.
Something like that. But the story goes that he apparently he paid him.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the guy's hanging you off a balcony,
Yeah.
usually a sign you should probably give him some money.
Are we done with Cosby?
Cosby.
Yeah, fuck him.
Cosby.
The show under that name,
Cosby.
the Cosby show.
Yeah, I believe he was doing them stuffs. But I like this show. I did like his show. I'm not gonna say I didn't.
I never did, but
I would be like, because I don't hate Bill Cosby, so I would really like him to do like maybe a lie detector test.
I don't think he's going to. I don't
I
think
know.
that's ever
yeah,
gonna
I think
happen.
because that would prove.
Yeah.
Well,
Or even if he was
answer
innocent.
questions about it.
I think even if he was in, he's an old dude. He's an old
You know what
guy
the wor- and you know
that's had power for a long
He's
time.
at a point in his life where he's probably not even wanting to fuck anything anymore.
Yeah. He's
Now
an
this
old
is
guy that's like, yeah, it's probably, he's an old guy that's had a lot of power.
He
He's
probably
stuck
was
in
like-
his ways. He's not going to change.
He probably thought, I got away with it.
I'm
I
not
got
going
away
to
with it."
dignify you. He'd probably go off and like fucking, he's because they got to pay him out with that NBC deal, and apparently it's a huge fucking payout. So he made a lot of money. So the guy has a lot of money.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, he had a huge payout for that if they bailed on the NBC deal. So
still, he's got to be tormented that this is how he's ending his legacy.
as
If
a
he
sociopath,
cared-
does he really give a fuck?
If he cared about his if he was that egotistical,
Didn't he do some fake crying bit or something? Did you guys?
He was
see that? I
making
didn't
fun
watch
of it, yeah. Making fun of.
I didn't
don't
watch
let-
it, so I don't know exactly the.
Don't let
content.
your
Did you watch
kids.
it?
I watched it. I didn't see
Is
it,
it
but
old
I
or
just read it.
new?
No, it's new.
It was like
He's on tour.
Friday or something.
Yeah.
oh, when he
Who
got a
did?
standing ovation or something?
Yeah, what happened?
I have no idea. I haven't seen it.
I haven't
Who did
seen it.
this?
I
Cosby.
shouldn't have brought it up.
A brand new bit.
No, he's just talking about the situation.
Oh,
Sort of.
I don't
talking
know. I
about
should have watched.
he's
it
making
before I
making
brought it
fun
up.
of
Yeah.
the situation.
I didn't watch it.
Oh.
But I think
Does anybody know the point of the?
No,
No, I've flopped on that
he
one.
brought it up.
don't worry.
It's okay. It happens all the time.
Just think about that.
We do it all the time.
Is there anything else? Is anything in there we want to talk about?
The Walmart.
Psychopath
One cent.
test? What's a Walmart one?
Or did you want to do the psychopath test?
I don't know any of this
Have you
stuff.
guys ever heard of those? The questions that they
Yeah, let's
apparently
do the
ask
psychopath
to.
test.
Yeah, do you know?
I wanted
it?
to get to the
Yeah,
Jim Gaffigan
We'll
Berbiglia,
do that, but let's go right out of the fucking talking about Cosby, the psychopath, to doing the psychopath
let's
test
do the
on
psychopath
ourselves.
test. Are we gonna
Okay,
do it to
okay.
each other?
How do you do it?
I'll ask you questions,
Okay.
and you tell me the answer. They're
Okay.
they're kind of like puzzles.
But we all have to tell our answer before, and then he'll like.
We all tell it like right.
How do you
all
want us
three
to
of
do it?
are gonna
Like
tell
1,
us?
2,
Yeah.
3?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll just change up the order.
Okay. Whatever you want.
There's a few. I only know like 3 or 4.
Okay.
And I don't know if these are actually.
And you know
used.
what the results are.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
But I don't know how legitimate these are. I've just heard. I've read about this. Apparently, they use these to profile psychopaths. Not like if you get it right, you're definitely a psychopath, but you have tendencies. And so if you asked a bunch of people these questions and you took all the ones that got it right, those people are more likely to be sociopaths.
Shit, this is gonna be
Psychopaths or
really
sociopaths?
revealing for me.
Sorry, I think both. I don't know.
I got a feeling one of us is. And he's
Well,
not
that's the thing
here.
with comics. I feel like it's probably a higher.
I think we're
degree.
narcissists before we're psychopaths, which
Yeah.
is just it's bad, but I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the first one is, and if you have heard this before and you know the answer, don't say it. Let somebody else. A woman goes to her mother's funeral.
A woman
Right?
goes to her mother's.
She shouldn't be
funeral.
raped.
She's
that the answer?
raped by Bill Cosby.
Cosby.
I feel like Cosby's has a great patio.
Well, they got those shooter specials, so we should go. Their brunch is to die for.
The pills are all free.
Yeah. Cosby's. Come on down to Cosby's, y'all.
All right, sorry.
Go. Sorry, Mace.
Who
A
goes
woman
where?
goes to her mother's funeral.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
And while she's there, she meets a man who she falls desperately in love with.
Whoa.
They just hit it off. They connect. It's like true love at first sight type thing.
Sexy.
But they never exchange name or contact information. All right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Name or
And the
contact.
funeral ends. They go away. She has no way to contact him. She has no idea who the guy is. She just was in love with him.
Yeah.
All right? 2 weeks later,
Yeah.
that same woman murders her sister.
Jesus Christ.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Is it because she feels that life is pointless because she lost her mother and she
love of her life?
Yeah, she has no connection to the love of her life.
No.
Is it because? Is it I'm just going with my.
Yeah.
So what did she do again? She killed
Her sister.
her
She killed
sister.
her- murdered her sister,
Either she found out her sister killed her mother, or
She's dating
or
the-
she's the one killing, or she killed her mother and now killed her sister.
She's dating the man. It's her man. It's her husband.
No.
Her sister took a shit on her bed.
Can I change my answer to his?
No. Is anybody?
Wait.
So okay.
No,
so
let me take a real guess. That was stupid. Wait. So did you say the sister is
I-
dating the guy? Who said that?
Is I said I jumped in and the sister's dating the guy
I like that one.
or married to the guy.
Okay. So does anybody have any other thoughts on this? Any final?
Hang on. Let me.
Just so you know, pretty much these kind of questions. The way they work is if you're going to get them right, it's like common sense. It's like completely obvious. As soon as you're thinking about it, it's a pretty good sign. You're like not going to get it right.
Oh shit.
Does that make
That's good. I guess.
Because we're not psychopaths.
She killed.
But I still feel disappointed that I'm not.
Yeah, me too. It's like, I want to be a
sister.
psychopath.
She killed her sister.
She killed her sister.
2 weeks later.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you want to know the answer?
Yeah. Why?
Because if that guy came to her mother's funeral, he'd probably also end up showing up at her sister's.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant.
So it was just purely. That's why a psychopath will
right.
see that as like, what would the logical point of killing her sister be to meet that guy again?
Oh, okay. Yes. I can think like that. Let's do this.
All right.
Now that we've got
Yeah,
that one out
I
of the
can
way,
see that. Oh,
that is the best.
That's
one. The
very.
others are good.
That's very psychopath. It's very it's like, oh, how do I meet that guy again?
Yeah.
It's connected to my family. Oh, fuck.
That's why most people respond
crazy as
with
dicks.
they respond with like, yeah. She found out that her sister was dating the guy because they think like emotionally, what would make you?
We're
angry
looking for
enough
the
to murder
logic in
someone.
it.
But yeah, a psychopath doesn't murder like out of emotion. They murder like it's like a rational thing.
Yeah,
for them.
we're looking at the motivation of emotions. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead, do another one.
Next one, you own an apartment in a building, let's say the 8th floor, somewhere high up. You have a balcony. You're sitting on your balcony. You're reading or something, and you look down into the alley below, and you see a man murder somebody, like stab or shoot or whatever. Let's say stab to death somebody, and you're shocked, and so you pull out your cell phone and you're calling the police. And as you're calling, the murderer looks up and sees you, clearly phoning the police probably. Yeah. And he looks up at you and like this.
Yeah.
And kind of is pointing like that.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
He's saying you're next, I guess. He's like letting you know if you call the police, I'm gonna kill you next.
No, go to him next.
Wondering if you have the same plan.
Is that Fido?
You want Fido? You want my 5?
I'm not getting a signal here. What are you getting?
No, he's threatening you so that you don't call the police.
That's what I said, right?
Yeah.
Part of me is wondering if this might sound stupid, but is it a place to hide or a place to?
No. What do you
like? It's like my thing is, I think, and this sounds stupid, that he knows they're the same person or the same.
Like he's on, like you think he's like, hey, you're gonna help me out here?
Yeah,
is that what you're saying? Like,
you're
can I
gonna
hide?
help me out on some level. You're either gonna help me hide, or you're gonna help me with this body, or something.
No. All right,
Okay.
you all got it wrong again,
Okay.
which is good. What he's doing is counting the floors because he's going to get you. So he's counting up and
So they were
sideways.
right?
No, that's the traditional non-psychopathic emotional answer is a threat, some kind of like you're next,
you're right,
I'm going to get you.
Okay.
But again, a psychopath just thinks, what would his need to be to point up? And it would be to count and find out exactly where they are so he can then come kill you so nobody knows he killed anybody.
Well, we're kind of close.
No, you're off.
No,
Because yours was emotion.
and that's the normal answer. Like I know the answers are very close, but it's an important
What does it
difference.
mean, though, that my problem is I want him to come up.
What are you
You're
gonna do?
dead inside, Manolis.
No, you want him to come.
I would love.
I'm on the 8th. I'm on the 8th.
I
Bring your game, motherfucker.
7.
I'd wait
love.
for him to come up for a bit, and then I'd jump down.
With what, like a toilet paper strand wrapped around your waist?
You're on a roof. There's got to be like a steel bar up there somewhere. You know
On
what
a
I mean?
roof? No, you're in your apartment.
No, you're on the
No,
balcony.
on the balcony. Or what, am I on balcony or on the
of
roof?
your own apartment.
You're on the balcony of your.
There's got to be a steel bar.
Yeah. Oh, then I would. Yeah, I'll grab my own knife.
Kill yourself.
No, then
Kill him?
I don't have to do anything. He's coming,
Yeah.
right?
I'd have a gun.
I would put the.
Ring him up.
I'd be like,
I have a Kindle stick.
9:05.
Yeah, do the awkward part where you're like, pull it! I'm pressing, pull it! And you'd be like,
One sec. Wait a minute. We got to coordinate this. Okay, on 3.
Yeah,
Wait,
one,
on
two.
1 or on go after the. Just come back.
He's
you know
not
what?
like-
I just don't think this is a good idea anymore.
He's just full of blood. I'll wait till someone comes in and I'll go in with them. He's just full of blood. Madam! No, I'm meeting someone upstairs. It's good. It's all good.
That'd be great because then you would not be you wouldn't get charged with murder.
So you want to murder someone, is what you're saying? You just
No, I would just.
you want a loophole.
At least try it
Yeah.
once.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad. I wouldn't feel bad about killing someone.
And that's the real psychopath. We found him.
Well, no, he's got a reason. Yeah. What's the third question?
The third one is, okay, this one I honestly don't know if it's an actual test or just a joke.
Okay, you're lying in bed and you
really-
feel a fart coming on.
I read this one on the internet, so I think this one is a real one. I don't know. But the question is, there's a little boy named Timmy.
I don't like
Timmy, for Christmas, gets a soccer ball and a bicycle.
Whoa.
And
Wait. Timmy for Christmas, little boy. Timmy for Christmas gives what?
A soccer ball and a bicycle.
Brand new. And he's very upset about it. He's sad. Why is he sad?
Holy shit.
I bet his
A little
Christmas
boy named
gifts.
Timmy gets a soccer ball and a bicycle for Christmas. And he's sad.
That'd be fucking sad too.
Yeah, shitty
I
bicycle.
want a fucking Xbox One. You piece of shit.
Yeah, and the prices dropped too on it, so there's no excuse.
Just fucking shitty parenting.
Soccer ball.
I just recommend he calls Children's Aid.
Because he
Gets
can't.
himself the fuck out of that house.
So we know the opposite of psychopath. Clearly, completely irrational. Completely off the deep end.
Well, Timmy, I recommend you tug on your own balls until you feel pain for attention. And then maybe see if your parents actually give a shit about you.
In the worst case, you hurt yourself, you hurt them. Is he mad? He's upset.
He's sad. More sad.
Because he can't play with both of them at the same time. I'm going to go with that. I know I'm not a psychopath at this. It disappoints me.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Pat was here. He'd probably ace all these.
I know. We should redo them with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He'd
definitely.
be like, well,
Yeah,
because...
let's do that.
That'd be hilarious.
He'd be like, well, because he's counting the floors like I would. She's like, what the fuck, American Psycho?
I can't figure these fucking riddles out, man.
That's a good thing.
Why
Why is he sad that he has a
is
soccer
that
ball on a
on a
bike? So that's why
Because-
Sherlock Holmes is a
because-
psychopath.
Because he doesn't. Because he can't play soccer while riding a bike.
That's my
Wanted
answer.
to
Is that your
suit
answer?
me with
Yeah.
mom's skin.
Yeah, he wants to show them.
Oh, I'm so
Yes.
sad. He's got that creepy, hollow voice that serial killers have. I'm so sad. I wanted mommy's skin.
Muhaha.
Because he doesn't have. Because he has no arms or no legs.
Yes. What?
that it?
He doesn't have legs.
But
Or he has one leg or whatever.
Holy fuck, Manolis is 1/3 sociopath.
Yeah, you were.
Thank you for listening.
Everyone's slowly sliding away from him.
Dates? Anybody got dates?
But then isn't the real psychopath the person that bought the gifts for the?
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah, that is a real psychopath.
yeah, but that's
Oh.
being able to figure out what the motive to be.
Oh, so I thought
So Sherlock Holmes.
the kid was a psychopath for some stupid.
That's
reason.
what I was thinking too.
No.
Yeah, same. Fuck.
I was
So
thinking
he's
the kid was a
upset 'cause
psychopath.
he's missing one leg. So I fucking figuring out how a psychopath works, or I'm a psycho.
Well, considering that you got one right and it wasn't your first guess, I don't think you're a
Oh,
psychopath.
don't lose
Yeah.
to soften the blow.
Hey, I'm going to be nice to the potential psychopath, all right?
You totally,
Yeah, it's
you're
true.
taking this away from me.
No, you're
No,
a
he
psycho.
is. He is.
You're a
You're
psycho.
taking this
I'm on
away.
your side.
Manolo, he has a weapon in his hand. Look at that. He's not going to be writing Cosby on your face. Cozy B.
I don't know who that is.
Cozy B. He's the best rapper from the 80s. Cozy B.
Cozy B. Remember the Dukes of Hazzard?
Oh,
It was like
it was, what's his name? Cletus.
Cletus.
Ooh. Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Yeah,
Are we doing Jim Gaffigan? What was that about? Mike Birbiglia? I was just watching Jim Gaffigan last night. I was watching Wyatt Cenac's special, and I watched a bit of...
Wyatt Scenic special, I watched like 10 minutes of. It wasn't great to me.
Who the fuck is Nick?
He's probably doing
God.
some work. He's probably working on a website or something.
Over there just counting floors in the next room. He just left like fucking, like literally an hour ago.
I really liked...
He's sick, so.
I really like Cenac's special, but I can see where people wouldn't like it.
It just seemed like not thought through entire like.
That's
seemed
how I
like-
felt about Jared Carmichael's.
Oh, I
special.
finally watched that.
Yeah.
And it's I liked it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean. But still, I thought that I guess I like the jokes better.
Yeah.
It's same thing, not thought through.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it was like seemed like new stuff.
Yeah, but I think that's also the style of it.
Yeah, he's purposeful about that.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't like polishing bits. He likes doing what is relevant to him at the time
Yeah.
and then moving on.
Well, that's why I felt with Cynics too. It was like that.
Yeah, I don't know, but maybe.
Yeah, but I can see what you're saying. Like I wasn't like this is fucking amazing, but I did like for me I like the style of it and I like how it looked. I like the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
none of it made me laugh out loud too much.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of thoughtful stuff, but it wasn't. I'm with you.
Talking about right now?
It's a comic.
Which one? Gaffigan? Is that
No,
what
White. We're going to talk about Gaffigan.
okay.
Sorry, I went off topic. It's like you just woke
We
up.
wrote the two of the whitest comics and
Yeah,
then
and we started
talking
talking
about two black comics.
Yeah, well, I like Jared Carmichael a lot,
Yeah,
but he
great.
feels like a 20-something-year-old to me.
thoughtful though.
Very thoughtful, but like a 20-something-year-old's thoughtful.
Yes, yeah.
That's what. But that's not me knocking him because he is 20-something.
Yeah, there was even some bits that he was doing that were like almost like he's definitely a better comic than a guy who just wants to offend the audience.
Yes.
But still, some of his jokes were like, oh, you put that line
Yeah.
in just to push them for no reason.
I agree with you, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
There's a few of them where his like the bit was based on him offending the audience.
Yeah.
Like the one about the Trayvon Martin one.
Yeah, the Trayvon Martin one.
But I still liked it. It's just like as a 39-year-old guy, I'm like that. It feels like a 20-something-year-old guy's perspective.
My favorite was the Michael Jackson joke. The Michael Jackson's victims listen to his music. That's how good he is.
Yeah,
they need his music more than most. Because they just went through something awful. They need something beautiful. That's a great joke.
Hey,
Great joke.
He's awesome. He's very funny.
Yeah, very, very
He's
funny.
very funny.
But yeah, Gaffigan and Birbiglia.
Yeah.
What about them?
Well, we were talking about how they have they credit other people for helping them with writing.
They put it on their special. I was
Yeah.
just watching Gaffigan, his wife. But she was a writer too, right?
She was a
She was
writer.
a stand-up.
He credited his
All the
wife?
time. All the time.
Always does, yeah.
Always does.
So what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
I don't know. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I mean, it's good if she helps him. He should credit her.
Right.
But it's just something about it lessened it for me. The fact that he had help with writing. You know, and I don't know why. I don't know why that matters, but it does to me.
But I don't know. I mean, like, are we talking about like actually writing the joke, or are we talking about tags?
No, she has a writing credit on his specials. I saw it last night.
Yeah, but I could help. Like, you know, my prostate story I tell.
Yeah.
But there's that line where it's like his hand was in my ass like a bowl full of Skittles. You know that line?
Yeah.
Gavin gave me that line.
Yeah.
So could I say Gavin?
No, I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say that. That's like a writing credit.
But is that the situation though? What I'm saying.
I don't know.
Or is it actual?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know.
I'm assuming it's writing.
And that's another good question too. Tags, like,
I'll just chime in. She helps him write.
Does she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume if you're giving her a writing credit,
Yeah, she helps him write.
I would say that's a writing.
Jokes from Inception to like tags and everything. She helps him write.
Most of his
through the whole process.
It's like from how many years ago? So most of his stuff, like
Well, they have 92 children.
They have 92.
Yeah,
of them.
they have a
Like, how
shit
many
ton
albums
of
they
have
kids.
actually birthed their own writing team. Sit in
there's
a room
team
with
of
newspapers.
smoking cigars. I don't know why.
I don't see anything wrong. I know what you're saying. It's like, but the magic's gone.
There's something about the idea of like, because what I love about stand-up is like the idea that it's just like one person's brain. Like all of this it exists inside this person's brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it probably does exist in his brain.
Yeah.
But it's like
he came up with them.
she was a stand-up, and they're married, so they're like one person. Like I know that sounds weird.
Yeah,
They're separate individuals and everything, but when they joke, I have to imagine they're one brain. I have to imagine Jim Gaffigan, comedically speaking, is two people.
Yeah.
And And I don't know. You got like that many kids.
How many
And
kids
you,
they have?
they have five. And you tour all the time like that. And she was a stand-up. She probably still has the bug, but doesn't want to perform.
Yeah.
And it's just, let's fucking sit down and punch out some material so we can do a special every year.
She probably gives him such like hilarious shit.
Yeah.
You just feel bad.
Like, why would I not use this stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's probably really funny stuff, right?
Yeah. And she's probably, it's the same voice.
But
Yeah.
I think it's totally cool that they do it, but I agree with you, Mayce. I always like the idea.
You're gunslingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like your old West. Like I'm like you guys. Like go out. And,
I wear Western shirts.
None
for
of
God's
you guys
sakes.
are like Old West gunslingers. Hold on.
hey, I didn't bathe today, so
Are you questioning me?
I got to pass the
You're
stone.
the closest, but I mean,
Yeah, you are the closest.
He's
to a
the
gun.
closest. All right.
You think
He's
you're
sociopathic thing.
you
Yeah,
think
no,
you're the
no,
closest?
You're the gunslinger. You're the gunslinger.
You think you're the closest to gunslinger, Mace? You didn't have to stab the Kleenex box to threaten me.
feels-
I'll go with you or the gunslinger.
Feels good.
I'm sure it does.
Hey, I have assless chaps, all right? Is
All
that not
chaps
enough?
are assless. Why do people say assless chaps? Chaps are assless.
You wore those in the Pride Parade last year. So what the fuck? Are you
Exactly.
Talking about? You're not a Wild West gunslinger.
Yeah, you had condoms in the holsters.
When was a dildo, I think?
A dildo and condoms in the holsters. Woo, woo, and a whistle. Me at high noon.
You see that? You know what's wrong with me? Like, see how I put those holes? My next thought was, how do I fix it? Like, how can I undo the box and push the cardboard back up?
Just reach in through there.
See? Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, it's like brand new. We should sell it back to the dollar store.
That's why you're not a psychopath. 'Cause
I
you're
would
like,
do this.
Maybe he doesn't have any legs, but
Don't
maybe
take
we
away
should raise
his
some money
win.
and get him some prosthetics.
Don't take away his win.
All right.
He won psychopath of the table.
I would
too
try.
caring.
I would try to figure that out, though.
Yeah.
If I was like on the outside of the situation, I would just go, well, let's fucking tape some pieces of wood to his fucking knees, man. Maybe
Who
we-
got him a
Tape
bike?
some
Why would you
wood-
do that?
Tape some wood to it. You know what my dad said to me the other day? He said he'd take me down with a 2x4 if he had to. Because I'm bigger than him. So he's like, I'm like, is this what you and your friends meet up to figure out how to take down your loved ones just in case things go out of control?
In what situation do you think
That's
your
what I
dad
said.
would ever have
I
to
don't
take
know.
you
You're just
out
like,
with a
if I have to
2x4?
take you out, I'd go for a 2x4 by your legs just to slow you down. I'm like, I'd be so pissed off, I wouldn't feel the pain. I'd choke you out, old man. Fucking put your head in the fridge.
And just Thanksgiving is the Stevens
Yeah,
family.
I'm like, is that what old men do? It's like, are you out of conversation that you're talking about how to take down people around you? That's a shame, man. You guys better watch yourself with your dads,
I saw
your loved ones.
My dad beat the shit out of me with his bare hands.
To rip you in half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Find out what his weapons are for the rest of your family.
when I was
Ninja stars.
Hot irons.
I think he's going to use a 2x4 because my mom said she would use a 2x4 on him, so they're all using 2x4. And my dad's like, but you don't know where the 2x4s are because he runs a garage.
He has
so.
a gun closet full
Yeah.
of 2x4.
And it just says Winchester, it says shotgun, handgun. He just writes it on the side in Sharpie.
He always forgets the code.
Oh, God, she's coming up to me. 2x4. I'm like Hacksaw Jim Duggan's my dad. Sorry, I didn't.
No, I have to write the words down now because if I don't, I'll forget what my thought was.
Sorry.
No, there's no sorries.
We were talking about Jim. What,
No, but no, I was gonna say like, what the fuck was the point? Was 2x4's dad's?
You were going back to.
I was
The kid with the tape and 2x4s.
The-
when
taking
I was
2x4s.
when I was a lifeguard. There's one day this kid got his bike stolen. Right, he's like 12 years old, maybe 11. He got his bike.
Serves him right.
Got his bike stolen. He was in a horrible way. It was like the kid let this other kid's like, hey, can I try your bike? Sure. And the guy just rode off.
Whoa.
Right?
Yeah. My parents would have spanked me.
But they were going to find him.
2x4.
The 2x4.
They were going to find him.
Yeah.
Eventually, because everybody knew who the guy was. But
Yeah.
so we had to call the cops and stuff. And the mother shows up before the cop gets there. And she goes, what? You let someone take your bike?
Yeah.
And she goes like this. You know what's wrong with you? You're a fucking loser.
Oh.
You're a fucking loser. Why would you let someone just drive off with your fucking bike?
Whoa.
This mom says.
How old is she, do you think?
Probably like 40, 30. Wow. Probably 40.
Yeah.
Skank.
Probably hates the father that she had.
Whatever. She
Him
definitely
with.
had issues, right? I literally, because I was like dealing with the situation, so I literally just walked up to the kid and like walked him away from the mother, like in front of the mother, and like just not far, just far enough that it's just like
It's noticeable.
yeah. No, I'm like, listen, your mom does not know what she's talking about. You're not a loser. Everything's fine. Let's calm down. We're gonna get your bike back. And I talked to him as like in a way where I wanted to the mother a little bit like
To hear it.
Well, definitely hear, but I wanted kind of to get into it with her, but she it's like, don't you tell my son he's not a fucking loser. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's gonna say that to you. Don't tell my son he's not a
fucking loser. Yeah, like
he's a loser.
You bring him down.
yeah. And I wanted to be like, listen, cunt, you got to get the fuck out of here right now. You know? But
And then you beat up his mother, and then he jumps on your back because he can't fight his mother.
and then we found his bike and rode off together. That's my son.
That's your son? You
my
guys are going to be
son.
bad. That's your ward.
That little boy
You guys
was
are-
Patrick.
He's Batman
and
and
he is a
Robin.
loser.
Yeah. Turns out the
irony.
mom was right.
The irony.
The complete loser.
It's amazing. It's one of those amazing moments where like, that's fucking crazy. You see the scenes like that in movies. You know what I mean? Where like,
I've never seen a movie. I've never seen a movie like that.
Like there's like I had
joking.
never watched it, but there was like Precious.
I'm joking.
right?
Yeah. Precious is one of the saddest movies
I've never seen it, but apparently like she gets
fuck.
yelled.
Great comedy.
It's sad funny.
I thought it was a porn.
It'd be a terrible porn.
Yeah,
it would be like they just fucking dump on this woman,
Yeah,
and then
that
at
is.
the end it's just like, why did you do that?
Yeah, that's a fucking bummer of a movie.
Yeah.
for
It
sure.
is
It's
so
a good
bummer.
movie, but it's a bummer.
But then you go watch a Tyler Perry movie and it changes your life. I watched Medea's Saves Christmas. Fucking,
Is that cheese doodle guy?
yeah, it's terrible. It's awesome. It's all on Netflix. You guys can watch all these Tyler Perry movies.
Oh, you know about this dude?
Tyler Perry?
Do you guys ever watch Tyler Perry movies?
Do you know it?
Yeah,
Gavin?
we've talked about this.
They're
before.
okay.
fucking horribly awesome.
He's like
never
like
watched
who's Mace? Who's that guy we love to make fun of?
Frank D'Angelo.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
Frank
Frank
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo.
He's Frank D'Angelo of.
Yeah.
No.
I can't say
Tyler
of
Perry?
movies. Yeah.
He's like the
So he's
Frank
a badass
D'Angelo of
gangster,
like
businessman?
the black world, I guess.
No, he totally panders to like the lowest common denominator, and a lot of his movies are if you're a black woman. A lot of them end like this: if you're a black woman who wants to be independent, or you're looking for the rich guy or white guy or whatever, you're probably going to end up with AIDS because they usually end up with AIDS in these movies.
What?
No.
Yeah,
What
they
the
usually
fuck?
end something. I watch these movies.
Such a
As soon as you
specific
turn away from,
message.
as soon as you turn away from God, you're going to probably end up with AIDS.
Ugh.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I mean, I agree, but ugh.
You never heard it so bluntly. No, they're so fucking.
Liberals pushing their agenda, their queer agenda.
They're
trying to
so.
get rights for all people.
The characters shift like that doesn't make any sense. He like throws things into.
I
Like,
watched one with Gavin. It
Which
was-
one did you watch?
There was like
They're all kind of the same.
housewife.
They'll just blend
She was
together.
lonely.
Yes.
Every movie.
She started, I think she started dating someone else. and
Shamar
then-
Moore.
And then went back to her husband.
Yes.
She got AIDS.
Someone got AIDS. No, she got beaten up, right?
Something like
Was that the one where she was a housewife, she got bored of her husband, and then she went off with like the cool guy, and then it turned all of a sudden
it was
the cool
perfect.
Guy,
It was a perfect relationship.
yes, the cool guy seems fine, and then all of a sudden he's like beating her and doing drugs and shit.
But does
like
it-
it comes out of nowhere. Like it's like what the fuck? Am I watching a different movie?
Oh,
Like watching The Room.
at some point,
Not as bad. Not as
at some
not
point,
as-
the one of them I forget becomes some sort of invalid,
yeah,
and she's taking care of him and
Yes.
being mean to
that's
him.
right. And being mean to him.
It was weird,
It's
man.
just
It's
weird.
like
Are they comedies?
No, dude, it doesn't make any sense.
It almost seemed like he had his fantasies that he was just filming.
Yeah, and you
Weird.
can tell he's gay, and he's just like, dude, you need
You
to
think
come
he
out.
loves to crush ass?
Hey, who dresses like a woman for every fucking movie he does?
He's in his own movies?
yeah, as a woman.
Every single time.
Yeah, Medea's him dressed up in costume.
And
No
all of his
way.
home
I gotta see
videos,
this.
too. It's really
But they were originally plays, Christian plays.
Yeah,
or
like he
something?
does them as plays, and he made
That's how he
millions
made
of
his
dollars.
money.
Black
Christian plays.
on the black
fucking horrible.
gospel circuit.
Oh.
They're fucking terrible.
How could you actually? It'd probably actually be worth going to see.
It would
Christian
be.
Play.
It would, but it's just fun. Oh yeah, I would. I want to go see a Christian play, or I want to go see high school plays.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
I'll-
You'd look creepy as shit.
Oh, creepy as shit.
Like, well, that's it.
In robes.
Like an
Let's just
all-white
wear
school.
robes.
We just show up.
Like this. I'm a Hollywood agent.
I'm Tyler Perry.
Like this is all beard and just. I am a Hollywood agent. I'm scouting talent
Wearing an
tonight.
I Hate Mondays shirt.
I'll be the one in the Spider-Man shirt.
In 2011, he was the highest paid man in
Yeah,
entertainment.
he makes a shit ton of money.
More than Adam Sandler, even.
I would say
It says in 2011.
he makes a shit ton of
It's
money.
fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Good for him.
the movies are terrible.
Oh,
But I mean, like,
they're
that's
good
amazing.
bad.
I know.
They're good bad.
But imagine being able to put out the shittiest movie. Like, well, he probably doesn't think they're shitty. But imagine being able to just put out movies and just make a ton of money for it.
And not
Gotta
know how to
wait.
write and not know how to film. They did an episode of him, a parody episode of him on Boondocks. It was awesome.
So is he okay? So his movies, they're dramas, or are they
They're
comedies?
comedy
supposed to be
dramas, yeah,
comedies?
but it's like he's trying to do Eddie Murphy the Clumps in a lot of them, and it's just like, oh, Eddie Murphy's like light years ahead of you.
yeah,
Yeah, they're really
weird.
very weird and poorly written.
What's the best one? If somebody were to start, which one would you recommend first?
I would say Medea Goes to Jail's good.
The picture for it is great because it's just her with dreadlocks.
Did we read out some of the titles?
Cornrows. Let me go.
Or as she says, normal hair, Mace. That was kind of racist.
There's one with Kathy Bates. That's a really good one.
Okay, one sec. Let me go Wikipedia, and then we'll go to his works.
I'm dying. There's always some. I'm like he mixes. It's like he takes cliches from other movies.
Okay.
And then just crams them into. Like I know that thing from something else, but this is done really badly.
You think he just goes on TVtropes.com and just gets all the fucking? He just literally just steals storylines.
That's good. Yeah,
That's not bad.
Diary of a Mad Black Woman, Medea's Family Reunion,
That's
Daddy's
good.
Little Girls, Why Did I Get Married?
That's the AIDS one.
Why did I get married?
Yes.
Temptation, I think, was also an AIDS.
Yeah, I think Temptation was an AIDS one too.
Meet the Browns, The Family That Prays.
Oh, they're all terrible.
Medea Goes to Jail.
Oh.
Star Trek?
Yeah, he was in Star Trek.
Oh, I see this.
Yeah.
I see
Like
how this works.
the movie.
Yeah, he just played a character. Like he was on a council.
He's like, but can I dress as a woman though?
Space Woman.
no.
No, but I brought all my
Medea
stuff.
Goes to Space?
Space Medea.
I Can Do Bad All By Myself.
That's
Precious. He was in.
Yeah, okay.
Why Did I Get Married Too? Oh.
And Tyler Perry, just can I say, we know you can do bad all by yourself. We've seen your movies.
Yeah, all of by yourself. Editing, writing.
Writer, director.
Like there was a scene in this movie where the mother finds out that she's dating a white guy, and then she's leaves the house, and there's this bad guy, white guy that doesn't like her daughter's husband. She finds out that he's married to a white guy, and oh, by the way, Larry the Cable Guy is in this one, and then she goes off, and all of a sudden the bad guy is in a car accident. Like all of a sudden the bad guy's in a car. You just see her down the street, and the bad guy's in a car accident, and she saves the bad guy, and then she has a change of heart. Doesn't make any fucking sense. And then at the end of the movie,
I love your face right now.
they make a deal. There's this company that's shut off the water, and everyone's upset in this small town. Yeah. So she's like, she made this deal, but the deal, they didn't realize it was the company. They needed money for the Christmas pageant, and they all hate her. So at the end, she goes, I got a plan. And so she goes on stage, and she starts reading out, she starts saying stuff like, I want to thank the company for giving us $100,000 every year. And the guy's just like, oh, I guess we got to do that, because she's saying it on camera. So
in
it's
reality, be like, no, bitch, get off the stage.
Yeah, it's like at no point that's not a contract.
Yeah.
To just say that on camera is
He
not a
doesn't want
contract.
to look like a fool.
Yeah.
Like he didn't. Oh, like he's cheap now.
Oh, no.
100,000?
Yeah, a year.
A year.
A year. For 4 years.
That actually does sound like a contract.
Well,
Nick
it
came
was
back to chime in about Tyler Perry.
It was on Eyewitness News.
Again. Every once in a while, Nick will come back into the room and leave. us again. I don't know what he's doing.
Should we do another topic? What do you guys want to do?
What do you guys want to do?
I don't care.
It doesn't matter to me.
48.
It's up to you guys.
I got 49.
I got 49. So you were off.
Let me see.
I got an Android phone, by the way. Did you know that?
Yeah, I think you showed me it last time I was
Oh,
here.
okay, sorry.
How about,
Yeah, dude. Like,
let's try this one.
not bad,
I just out of curiosity, I just saw this briefly on the news. It's like they were making a big deal of it. Did you see about the thing about someone threw their jersey, the Leafs jersey, on the ice?
Something briefly about that.
A lot of them threw their jersey. A lot? Yeah, a lot.
Because they were doing so bad.
They lost
that was a
9
while
to
ago, right?
2.
Was that a couple weeks ago?
That was last week or the week
Like-
before?
Okay, yeah, I heard about that.
So they're like, so some of the fans are fans,
yeah.
fucking like being fed up and took their jersey off. Well, those jerseys are worth like
100
over $100
over
bucks.
$100 each,
Bullshit.
like
Yeah.
$200.
Yeah.
Yeah. Threw it onto the ice. Like I'm
well
done.
done.
Like basically, I'm done with you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, rightfully so. Like, the tickets to go to that thing is they make so much money. They haven't won in, like, what, 50, 60 years?
Dude, they have the most expensive stadium
Yeah.
in the NHL.
And they haven't won in how many years?
Yeah.
And they
Like the
lost
whole
9.
thing.
Yeah, they lost 9 to something.
Yeah, but they do win games, don't they?
But you don't lose 9 to something.
Yeah, it's just depressing when you go there and then you pay so much for a ticket. Like,
Yeah.
I saw them get stomped by the Edmonton Oilers, but you pay so much for a fucking ticket and then they just get crushed.
I heard it's
depressing.
boring as hell too. Like, the game's boring.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I don't
But
mind it.
my
be honest.
question,
Okay.
I guess my question is like, at what point, there's no guarantee. This is sport.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but if people
Yeah.
stop, here's the problem though. But
How do you go-
here's the problem. You can they're not trading for the best money. They're like, oh, people are paying. All they care about is making money,
Right.
And people are buying tickets, so
Right.
they don't have to spend that much money. They're getting older players. They're not bringing up younger players. They don't give a shit.
When you get so invested in the team, like you watch it all the time, you fucking buy all their merch and shit, and then they just keep losing. It's
I
just
think
a
I'd
bummer.
feel like a bit of an idiot to fucking go. Like that's it. They never win. I'm done with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
think-
you're supposed to do.
But I think I'm an idiot to expect them to like win.
And yeah,
It's
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
and if you're mad about the money you spent, maybe take that jersey, put it on Kijiji, try to get some money back.
Yeah, I
and
was
just
thinking that
ditch
too.
it on the ice.
I agree with you. Years ago, people should have been like, I'm not buying any more tickets to this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Years ago, people just stopped buying tickets, and then they change. I guarantee you.
just don't go.
Don't go.
Don't go. Like if you're going, listen. You're going. I don't care if you went to every game. If you're buying these tickets, you're an idiot to go. Like that's it because they didn't win a game. Fuck it.
If you're
Dude,
buying
you
tickets,
should have gone in the first place. If
If-
that's your thinking.
if you're buying tickets, essentially what you're telling the Leafs is like, we like what you're doing, keep doing it, because you're paying for them. If you pay money for something, you're saying, yeah, I enjoy this.
Yeah, and it takes like a whole fucking. You got to find parking. You
Yeah.
gotta go, it's like a task to go
Yeah.
there. So I get I understand the frustration of being like fuck when you do all that and then they don't win. But yeah, I do. I wouldn't throw my jersey on the
No,
ice
yeah, I
or some
wouldn't do
dumb
that.
shit like that.
I guess it's just a symbol of like
But I can see like walking out being like, oh, those fucking losers or something like
Yeah.
that, and getting angry about it.
never.
Yeah.
I'd never go. I would never buy a ticket.
Throwing the jersey on the ice is like the other side of the people that are like, we won.
Yeah,
You know, they're
yeah. It's just a flip of coin.
Yeah, that's the
you're
other
just
part. See, that's
watching
my
a
point.
show.
Like,
Yeah.
if I go to a fucking Leafs game and my team wins, my life's still shitty.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
would like.
You know,
would you
like-
spend money on it? Like if they were
Even
shittier, if they were continuously losing, they're losers. Would you spend money on that shit?
I wouldn't spend money on them if they were winning every time.
Yeah.
I won 2 tickets to go see the Leafs once, free. They were like $450 or $225. What's that? $450.
Yeah, you got it
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I gave them to someone.
Yeah, I'm like you.
I didn't even go.
really?
I didn't even try to get money.
Such a hassle.
I thought I would have to take a night off work. I had a job at the time. I would have fucking drive to Toronto,
you gotta
get
sit
parking,
there and
and
watch
watch fucking
hockey.
men skate on fucking ice.
My dad used
trying to get a black puck in a net.
Don't make it racist. my dad used to get like tickets because
I'd rather bowl.
Yeah, it's so much
These
better.
bowling's in my backyard. I'd rather bowl.
My dad used to get like free tickets every once in a while. I never wanted to go. I just don't like hockey.
Yeah.
I'd rather go
Fair
watch
enough.
wrestling. where
I
it's
saw a
fake.
basketball game once. I watched those fucking dudes stretch for a half an hour
I
before
love
the game.
basketball. I went to some good basketball games.
They're stretching. Why do I give a fuck?
You hate hockey and you love basketball.
Well, I like going to a basketball game, except for the Harlem Globetrotters, which my wife likes, and it was just like I went to the Harlem
Is it
Globetrotters.
not
think
fun
would be
though? Wouldn't it
cool.
be fun?
It's
Are they
for kids.
Aren't they like mutants? Like they're so the athleticism.
Well, that's racist.
That is
Wait a
kind of
second.
mutants. What the fuck?
Because aren't they
Call
like
black
gigantic?
people. They're called African Americans, not mutants. We went to see Harlem Globetrotters in New York, and I swear to God, kids are loving it, and there was this one white girl who was fucking laughing at all the jokes.
That's awesome.
Having a great
There
time.
are jokes. I didn't even know there were
Yeah,
jokes.
because it's a comedy thing, right?
That's great.
It's fake. It's not a real game.
I don't care.
And so anyway, all the black people around us were so fucking just cynical and upset about the whole process. Just sitting like how you're sitting. That's how this is stupid kind of face with their kids. Because it's not a.
So what happens when you go to a Harlem Globetrotters?
You go, you watch. My wife
Get
buys a
AIDS.
headband. Yeah.
Does it act like? Do they pretend it's a game?
Yeah,
I
they
thought
pretend
just do
pretend
cool
it's a
stuff.
game, and then they do like tricks and make jokes. But they're good basketball
So it's
players.
like a basketball play.
Yeah, it's a basketball
I like that.
play.
Yeah, it's a play
My
with
wife
a-
loves
it's
it.
a
My
play-
wife has a headband. She got a headband. She got the ball, and it was just like
To play with a bunch of balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
you're like a Three's Company episode.
My parents used to love that show.
I never. My wife
All the
loved it.
misunderstandings
Yeah.
are always hilarious.
Sexual innuendo, Jack. Yeah, it's a basketball play.
Who do they play?
The Washington Generals.
Yeah,
All
they
the
always
time.
play the
Yeah.
same team.
Yeah,
And they always lose.
You ever seen that
It's like
Simpsons?
they're the Leafs.
Have you seen that Simpsons when the Krusty's like, I always bet on the Generals. He's always betting on that team. Why do I bet on the Generals? they were bound to win. I thought they were due for a win.
That's a great joke.
They were due for a win. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been, but I feel like it'd be fun, but probably is more for kids.
It is for kids.
Yeah.
My wife loves it, but she's an idiot. So, but it is fun. I've been a few times. I've been more than she has, which is weird.
Why have you been?
Because I went as kids for my birthday and shit like that.
You liked it then?
I did. I really did.
Okay.
I saw like Curly Neal and remember
Is it
Curly
the
Neal?
same show?
I didn't recognize the name.
He was the bald guy.
Oh,
Remember
he
the
was that.
cartoon.
Oh, yeah, he was the funny guy,
The
right?
cartoon. Like I went to see when the guys they were just near the end. And
They
used to have
actually made a cartoon of them.
They were on Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I've seen that.
They were on Gilligan's Island, Scooby Doo. Like
Oh, yeah.
those guys are like,
Gilligan's Island.
yeah,
Jesus
they played the
Christ.
robots. Remember?
Is it the same show every time?
No, it's different.
How often do they change it? Like Louis
I don't
CK
know.
would put it a new hour
I don't
every
think
year.
I don't think they do it like that. But I'm sure they come up with new stunts. I don't know. I'm not really invested in it.
At the end of the day, this guy get in the fucking hole, you know?
That's how they do it. They're like they work on spinning finger tricks and stuff, and then Manolis walks in. At the end of the day, you just got to get in the hole. And they're like, you know what? Thanks for putting that into perspective.
Like,
That's
you know
their
what? That's true.
inspirational
They start
coach
doing
moment.
layups.
Yeah, just basic layups.
They do the one where like they bounce it off, and then the guy behind them gets it and bounce it off the board, and they do rebound it like 10 times, and the last guy slam dunks it.
Yes, yeah, they do.
The first guy could have just put it in the hole.
That's what Manolis says. You could just do it the one time. It would be efficient.
And you
The whole
get so
game
much.
stops.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and it's all the generals are all white guys. The Washington,
Really?
it's all like pale, looking like your skin, like just pale white dudes with like the knees and short shorts.
And they
just
always
like,
make them
what's
look
going
like
on?
buffoons.
Oh, in your mind, black people don't have knees.
Well, you know, you can see
All
their
those white
knees.
people with their weird
Yeah,
knees.
they got those pink knees.
yeah, their pink skin and fucking.
They look confused all the time. Like, what the fuck? They can't fix this photocopier look, you know? They're just,
Basically
what's
me.
going on? Yeah, it's basically like, what's going on? You'd be awesome on the Generals, just getting fucking pissed.
I
and
think
No,
that's my
because I'd
new
be
career
benched.
goal.
yeah.
I'd love to be on that
Every other
team.
sports team I've
Then
played
you
for,
could be
I'd just
okay
on the
to
bench.
suck.
Yeah.
For making origami paper ducks.
Wouldn't that be cool though? I could be on the Generals,
You could be on the Generals,
right?
Yeah.
because it would like it's not like I
You're
have
too
be
cool to
good.
be on the Generals. You'd be like Fonzie on the Generals. They're like, why is that guy playing with a leather jacket?
my collar's,
Yeah.
my collar's always up.
These two could be on the Generals.
Yeah, I can see
Nick
that.
could be on the Generals. You couldn't be on the Generals.
Are they like
Okay.
as tall, or can they be like? You know,
Doesn't matter. You're getting your ass kicked, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, there's people that want to see you get your ass kicked in basketball because you look like someone that might keep them down.
Okay.
So,
Like, if we were in a suit, we might keep them down.
They're like,
So
you know what?
they
That's
put us in short shorts and fuck with us.
that's what they should do is get people, white people in black people's lives to be on the. So you guys would represent like the IT, like let's bring out the IT guys, and they're gonna be a whole bunch of guys. Woo, yeah. All the guys that work at the subway that get mad. So
They
this,
should just make the Generals win once.
Yeah.
People would be pissed.
I think, would be big news.
Yeah.
Almost
It'd be
Cosby.
like the second Ferguson.
It'd be Ferguson
They
too.
got fed up. They're like, fuck this shit, man. They just crush it the
They,
one game.
they bring in a ringer. They bring in ringers, and they just like fucking dunk. Just like
Oh, that'd be great.
fundamentals, guys. That's what the Generals always say. I don't care what they do. They could spin. They could throw fake confetti out of a bucket every time. We're playing fundamental game. That's what we're doing. We're playing a zone
Meat and
fundamental.
potatoes.
Yeah, we're gonna play what basketball's about. Don't worry, they could beat us.
What about trampolines and stuff? Do they use?
Do you ever
trampolines?
seen that show? There was a show on Spike TV. There was what was it called? And they
Wasn't
had
that a
trampolines.
sport that they invented?
Yeah, and they had trampolines. It was basketball with
Wasn't
trampolines.
that called Girls Gone Wild?
It was Girls Gone Wild.
Volume 2.
Volume.
What? I forget what that was called.
I remember watching it going,
Yeah, that was-
"This- I could.
Wasn't it called like Super Dunk or something like that?
I was watching going, I could do basketball now. I could play.
Yeah, this wouldn't be too bad, actually.
I could
get
do
into
this. If I raise my cardio slightly,
Only slightly.
only slightly.
I still
I
need
broke-
to wait to get the bounce, but if I just get a little better.
I broke another trampoline, guys. Guys.
Yeah, I feel like training for that was like
lift me out.
Up. Yeah.
I bought a trampoline once, a little one.
I have one too.
Those little ones. I bought it for an airband. I was in high school.
What were you doing? Jump?
It was no, we were doing David Lee Roth. It was a skyscraper song. I think
Oh, I didn't even know that song.
it was one of his albums.
Wait, so what did you do on it?
Well,
You
during
didn't
this
jump.
song, oh, this must be
Just like living in paradise.
Paradise. We did that
I
song.
don't wanna go home. I know that song.
Yeah.
He's mountain climbing in that video.
Yeah,
And
but
did-
so I bought this trampoline and put it in my backyard. So, well,
That's a lot of dedication to a fake band.
Yeah. I did
I love how you
like
guys didn't buy instruments, but you bought a trampoline.
I did.
What are you doing? Band practice?
I did. I think the only reason that I stayed in high school.
Right.
The reason I didn't drop out of high school is because there was air bands at my high school, and I saw the first. I was in grade
That's
11.
the only reason why you didn't drop that out.
I thought he'd make it.
I went to Glendale in grade 11, and then I went to this thing called air band. I didn't even know what it was, and I watched all these people pretend to be different bands, and these one guys did Kiss, and it was pretty cool. And I'm like, found out like anybody could do it. I'm like, fuck, I'm doing one, right? So
Okay, pretend I'm one of your teachers, and you just found out that you got an air band. Come up to me and say I'm going to stay in school because I just got an air band.
I honestly went. I graduated in grade 12. I went an extra year.
Just tell me you're doing an extra year because of air band. Mr. Stephens, like you're excited.
Mr. Stephens.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Manolis?
I'm gonna do one more year of high school.
How come?
Well, I graduated, but I've decided I really enjoyed doing the air bands,
Oh, fuck.
and I was hoping.
That's your teachers. Oh, fuck.
So
Oh, shit.
so I.
You can't do air band somewhere else?
You know when they do
Anywhere in the world, like literally in your bathroom, outside, anywhere.
Someone told me like the year after I graduated, the next year when they're like, when people graduate, grade 12, and they do the speeches and all that shit.
Yeah.
Well, they mentioned me. No one will forget all the Manolis Zontanos air bands, and everybody laughed or whatever. It's like literally like I did air bands for like almost 3 fucking years. Like everybody did air bands. There was like 4. I think it was like 4 a year, maybe more. I don't. Yeah, I think it was
So
4.
you put on like a concert for everybody,
You do one song, but
Like a concert.
but like say
like a concert without the musical instruments.
Or
air
the
band-
talent.
So an air band comes along, and you go, let's do the Beast. You go like, hey guys, let's do the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
And you do it. there's like there's a good chance that you might.
Did you go to school on a cruise ship? Like what the fuck?
It gets worse. There's a good chance. There's a good chance you'll probably not do another one, just because there's practice and there's whatever. It's like you don't care. If you want to look good, you got to practice.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
No, but like the thing is, like most of them, like there's only a few people, like would maybe do one a year or like one at the beginning of the year. I did every fucking one. Like there was like
you dropped out of learning to do more air bands. Not even real band.
What air instrument did you play?
I was the singer, dude.
He had long hair and shit. He was like, what's his name?
Anthony
Kiedis.
Did you ever play guitar too, or?
No, I was always the singer.
What did they hold as?
You just have to hold a microphone.
And whip his hair around and trampoline.
We did the
fake microphone.
I became like an I became like
he picked the microphone off the branch, pretend he was in the wind. Right? I'm in a box.
When I did the second air band we did Dave Lee Roth, Yankee Rose, this song cover, and me and my friends that did it, we all wore I wish I had it on tape. We wore spandex pants, like they did, and it looked like women up there, and but we like there's this part of the video where Dave Lee Roth, and I didn't realize this was going to be like what's the word I'm looking for? Inappropriate for high school students. Like I wasn't trying to be shocking. I in my head I was like,
whipped out his dick.
No, we do it.
And jerked off for 5 minutes.
We do
Is
it.
that inappropriate? After I do it, is that inappropriate?
I wasn't trying to be shocking.
We do it like the video. We practice it over and over. We did it it was hard because the video was all cut together for like cool
Can
moments.
I ask you something? How did you get the video first, though? Like, this is a time when there was no internet or anything. You couldn't just go on YouTube.
No, I
Did you have it on
recorded
tape or
it
something?
with my VCR. So we just watch it over and over until we practiced it and we got it down. Like we did the fucking video.
Yeah.
Right? And but in the middle of the song, Steve Vai does this thing with his guitar. It goes, and then it goes into this slow guitar solo. But when that happens, that sliding sound happens.
Yeah.
Dave Lee Roth walks up to the mic stand.
Yeah.
He goes right low to the mic stand, grabs his legs around it, like puts his balls against the mic stand, and slides up slowly to the sound, like sexually, right? So I just thought that's what I should do, right? So I do this, and I remember it was just quiet the whole it was like 1,000 high school students all quiet for like 2-3 seconds, and then out of nowhere they all went yeah. They all jumped up and screamed. They couldn't holy fuck, this guy's gonna get kicked out of school. This is awesome. And it was instant who the fuck? Because I was still a new guy in school. And everybody's like, who the fuck was that guy?
I love this band.
And
Who was that girl?
the chick was hot.
He died several years before. He's been haunting the school ever since, doing air bands.
I did.
Even though it's his TV show. He gets hit by a bus.
That's fucking
and
awesome.
haunts
You haunt school. And you just put him in a regular school, and he's him. He just haunts the school.
doing Caravan.
But he helps kids out with their problems and shit.
All his wisdom and stuff.
That's an awesome
and he's
show.
Stuck in those spandex pants.
That's an awesome show.
Poor
So-
guy must still be looking for his instrument.
So now I'm doing.
was
So
an
then I was
air
doing Sky's Paradise song, and I fucking learned how to do a fucking full front flip, bouncing off it and landing it, and I did it in the middle of the song
With the trampoline.
With the trampoline, so I hit the trampoline on stage, and when it came time, I fucking bounced. I flipped in the air and landed it.
No way.
The opportunity of me fucking it up or breaking my leg, it was like 100%. And I fucking landed it.
Let me ask you what did you ever have a teacher come up to you and go, if you just put that much effort into your schoolwork?
Nobody.
I've had that because I was like you in different ways, but not air bands.
I went to night
sports.
school and summer school to get out of Albion. I went to the shitty Albion school where I told you guys about it. Yeah, I went through all this studying just to go to a regular high school, just basically just to do hair bands. Like I didn't even care about learning anymore. I just wanted to be a fucking rock star.
I don't care about learning.
Was that what planted the seed of becoming a performer with you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. I really got I remember every moment when the stage. It was really scary because there's a fucking 1,000 kids every time. I remember the curtains would
Hamilton kids too.
I'd be behind the curtains and my heart just be like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And then as soon as this started, it was I was fine. And it was it was that rush. I'm like, oh, I want it. And I was like, oh, fuck, I got to wait 2 months to do that again. Because it was 2 a semester, I think, or something. It might have been more.
You know it is a make-believe band, so you can do it anytime. It's air band. So
this is what's great about what you just said. I drop out of high school when everybody thought I dropped out, but no one believed that I already graduated. Yeah. So I actually graduated.
What's going on at this school? They're really bad with their paperwork.
No, the students. Everybody thought oh, don't drop out. No, I already graduated last year. Come on, man, just don't drop out. I'm like, dude, I have 10 extra credits that I don't even need. I had even too many credits.
You were doing extra work. I mean, extra school.
Yeah, I did an extra semester and then dropped out. But I also I did all these courses to get into regular high school. So I had too many fucking credits.
Yeah.
I used to like school because I was I always went to school. I remember one day, I forget what it was called. There was a fucking weird word for one of the courses.
Humanities.
Yeah, is that one?
Yeah.
At the end of the year, the teacher read everybody's how many times they didn't show up, and everybody was "Fucking!" This is back then. You couldn't get kicked out of class or out of school if you didn't show up to a lot of them. So everybody was in the 30s to fucking 50, missing class. And I was it was finally they said Manolis Zontanos, and I was a rocker, right? So everybody thought, oh fuck, Manolis Zontanos, this should be interesting. And they go, you've missed 3. And everybody went, and the whole class went, oh, like that. And this one guy goes, man, take the rest of the year off, dude.
It's like a sitcom.
Yeah. I become a lifeguard. This is what's on YouTube, by the way. So I become a lifeguard, and I work at Churchill Rec Center. And this is when my hair was down on my fucking ass. Everybody always said I looked like Anthony Kiedis back then. And I thought, and these guys that went to high school that I became friends with, that I ended up smoke weed or party with, just dudes. And they were like, hey man, we heard you used to do a lot of air bands. I'm like, yeah. And it's could you? We're going in our high school air band. Could you do our air band with us? Would you be in our air band? And I'm like, sure. I just said, yeah, I'll do it. And so we did the Chili Peppers. But
I saw that video.
I have that. So someone videotaped that, and I just a month, 6 months ago maybe, I put it up on YouTube. It's on YouTube now. It's hilarious. So I'm 22 years. That's the thing. I'm 22 years old, and I'm in a high school air band with a bunch of fucking 17.
It's crazy to me that you ever had the fucking confidence to even be able to get up on, because that moment where you're talking about it, where you do the David Lee Roth thing, where you slide up sexually and then it goes quiet. The entirety of my life is just the story's ended there.
Yeah.
There was no cheer. It was just quiet. And
someone come out James Brown blanket, pull you off because there's pee. Exactly. There's urine or something.
They put me in one of those blankets that those silver blankets to keep you warm when they find you in the glacier.
Have you seen the movie The In-Betweeners? Have you seen that show, The In-Betweeners?
I've seen the show.
The show's great.
That show's so amazing. I always think about you two in that show. I always think about you two. That show's so good. What do you guys have? Did you guys have that kind of talent show kind of deal? Stories.
Apparently, I was really hot too. In the video, my chick.
You didn't have to tell us.
That Red Hot Chili. He fucked so many hot.
My chick said,
air fuck them.
She's like, I can't believe you were so hot. I can't believe you were this hot. Basically me.
That's hilarious.
Air groupies. Did you guys say air groupies?
He's air fucking all the groupies.
Air fucking air groupies.
Just blow up dolls.
And pillows. His moms throw pillows. Go get me some air cocaine.
That's where I peaked, man. Right there. I was 22.
There's a lot of that peaking in Hamilton. Do you guys have any of those kind of
I did magic at my talent shows.
That's
and
not the same story.
No, it is not the same story.
That's not the same story at all.
No hotness at all. My drama teacher liked me. He was
Sexually?
I don't know. I don't
Always
think so.
sexual.
Was it a girl or a guy?
No, it was a guy.
When
Mr.
it's a
Green.
drama
Great
teacher, it's
guy.
always sexual.
You know, did you have to stay after class?
I did a few times.
Yeah, I know.
Because I did it one year, and then he got me to host the next year, and then when I was done No, I did it one year. I hosted the first year, and then when I wasn't even going to Salt Lake anymore, he got me to come back and do a thing and then judge it.
I picture your
But
school.
it wasn't like a triumphant thing like that. It was just like one guy who was in charge of it that liked the magic.
This is a good clean-cut
I did
kid.
it to everyone else.
This is a good. He knows his place. I like him. This clean-cut magic kid. You know, your school reminds me of Hogwarts without the magic.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds. That's every time I meet people from your school. I'm like, how the fuck do these people exist?
Well, that
Yeah.
wasn't Hillfield. That was Salt Fleet.
Oh.
What's that?
It's just a public
Okay.
high school. But yeah, that Hillfield's weird. Good, I liked it. But
One thing where it wasn't like a talent show thing, but they made me fucking get in. Oh, it sucked. I had to do it, or it was like a part of our course. They made me get into like this Shakespeare clothing. And I had to fucking recite like Shakespeare.
Who was making you do this?
My English teacher.
And it's a random thing. They're like,
But
Jordan, you should be doing this.
Yeah, because I was doing stand-up at the time, I think. So they were like, "Oh, you're funny. You should do this." And I was
Oh,
like,
were you the funny guy in school?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't even the funny guy in stand-up.
Okay.
I wasn't funny at all.
Okay.
I had no concept. Like, until I turned 19, I didn't even know how to be funny. But
Which
I
is
started-
normal, but you make
Yeah.
your friends laugh.
But I started doing stand-up when I was no, not even really. I was super angry and would just shit on things, and then every once in a while somebody would laugh at something that I said, but I wasn't funny, like, mostly. So it was like I'm super awkward. I don't know how people perceive me either. So like I'm fucking up there doing this Shakespeare shit. I have to go get dressed for it, and then like right before I'm already really I'm not like Manolis. Manolis is like confident.
Yeah, but you're not like
this thing
Manolis
going.
now.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they even chose me. I didn't want to do it, but he's like, you have to. It's your final project type thing.
Yeah.
So they're fitting me for these clothes. And the fucking drama teacher is like, she straight up says like, you need to stop eating so much. You're too fat for these clothes. That's the exact thing that she fucking
All
said.
right, that's hilarious.
And that diminished my confidence right before I had to go out and do this. I had to fucking do this thing where I was like trying to woo this girl, but I had to use like different Shakespeare things, and then these people judged me as if it was American
and
Idol.
you're fat.
And I was fat.
According to the worst, because I've been called fat by an authority figure too.
It's fucking
That's the
uncomfortable.
fucking worst.
So I just got called fat. I don't fit into the thing, so they give me a peasant thing. I'm dressed like Shrek, for fuck's sakes. And I have to go out there and do this.
Did you have the hair thing?
I had like my afro. You remember?
Yeah, I remember the afro.
I did have that.
You had that afro? Oh, that's fucking
Like
awesome.
like from Superbad.
Yeah, you're like Bad Santa Kid.
And now I've lost weight since, but like at that time I was even bigger, so I had to go out and do this thing. And this killed me too. There was two like skinny guys and then me, and I'm kind of like have to play like the idiot a little
Yeah.
bit. Which kind of killed the self-esteem, but what really fucking killed the self-esteem was that when they put up the score, the other two kids got like 10, 9, 10. I got like fucking 3, 2, and 4. And then that moment of like waiting for everybody to cheer, I go, come on! Come on! You're giving me that shit? And then I think it's going to be funny, and everyone just sits there looking at me.
Yeah, but
Such a fucking idiot.
I asked the two of you because his is like, that's who he is now.
Yeah.
And you two are who you are too.
Did you have any experiences like that?
I was like, I didn't have any. I wasn't like you. Like, that's hilarious. Like,
So uncomfortable.
It's so funny. But that's who you are. And Mayce, that's who Mayce is. I remember I did a play in high school, and the person I was with didn't know any of their fucking lines. And we were on a scaffold. It was a 2-man play. It was got the Tower of Babel. It's called Babel Rap, and we're basically talking about God. And it wasn't a God play, but it was the idea of building that tower.
Is there an actual audience?
There's an audience filled.
Okay.
There's nobody there, and this guy doesn't know his fucking lines, and I just fucking have to improvise because he just shuts the fuck up. So I had to improvise the whole play.
So how long did you have to be up there for?
It must have been like a 10-minute play.
10-minute play?
Yeah, because there were just short
So what do
plays.
you do? What do you do when it's his turn to talk and he's not talking? What do you say?
I started,
Are you still doing your original lines?
but I had to go off script.
So you weren't doing even your lines.
I was just leading. I just started being funny. That
So
was
you
it.
went off script.
Yeah, I just went off script.
So
I just
that's
started.
determinant of who you became.
Exactly, but
as a
everyone's
performer
who
as
they
well.
are, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody's who they are. But the best part of it, because it was a series of plays, the best part of that. Do you guys know Tal Zimmerman?
No.
Okay, Tal's like he was with Sketchersons and stuff. He went to my school, and we wore our boots. We did the song. The whole group had to do the song from Les Miserables. And we wore our boots on the wrong feet, and we thought it was the funniest shit. Because nobody knew. It was just different shoes on the wrong feet.
That's hilarious.
And we thought it was the
And no one could even see it.
No one cared. No one saw it. No one knew. But we thought it was so funny. I couldn't sing the song. I was crying. Yeah, that was my big. Yeah, everything. It's just that's where you're most honest. Is when you're in those moments. Like when you're enjoying your shit. Like you're just like, oh, I fucking love this. That's when you're most honest. So that's why we were all kind of who we were. And Mayce was, the kid that the teacher was like, this is a good kid.
He did so well, we'll bring him back.
Let's bring him back to judge.
Mine was like, you're fat and you're going to dress as a peasant and hopefully leave the school soon.
It's so you.
Yeah.
It's so.
So you were trying to break your self-esteem just so you'd leave.
Like, that's the funny thing. They're trying to break it. It's broken. What the fuck? It's been broken for years.
Did your high school ever
You
have
can
this?
actually hear it snap.
It's taffy.
Which is delicious.
That's my self-esteem if you listen
Did
closely.
any of your schools have Slave Day?
No, we didn't.
What?
What the fuck was that?
Yeah. Now it
No, I didn't
just
have
hit
that
me.
either.
Yeah, every once in a while they have a day called Slave Day, which is like
You go to the school in the South? And like,
It's
you got if
1500s?
you volunteered, you got auctioned, and whoever bought they did it right in the cafeteria. You had to get on just one of the tables, and you got auctioned, and whatever money you got went to a charity.
And what do you have to do?
Whoever wins me, I have to be their slave for
That's
one day.
fucked up.
Did they choose the people that had to be auctioned off?
Yeah, like they asked certain people.
Yeah.
That's clearly they weren't teaching.
It was
anything
it was like
about-
this is student council. This is not teachers. Not nothing to do with teachers.
Yeah, but still, the
Spirit
teachers they have to
Day.
approve it.
Well, I know this
Human
is
trafficking.
this,
Yeah, and human trafficking. They didn't do
87.
any like.
Yeah, but this was
obviously
a-
that wasn't being taught in your school.
This was 87, man. 88 or 87
Yeah, I know, but
or 89. I can't.
slavery
No,
was a
87.
thing before '87.
No,
What
I'm
did you
just
have
saying
to do
like.
when you were a slave.
Well, I did it
Mainly
once.
pick cotton.
I did it once. I had to. I just had to wear. I wore a dress.
Oh, they made you do that?
Yeah,
slave.
this girl wore.
Put on a
This girl bought me, so I wore a top, a pink sweater, and a skirt.
That sounds stupid. Why
How's
is
that?
that humorous to people?
That's
So-
kinda funny.
I,
I would-
I do.
To see him in that.
I do it in a
And
dress.
I had to wear the shoes.
that
I
would
think,
kill
too.
you,
Manolis in a dress would kill
and that would kill you.
I've got some movies you need to check out. Tyler
Seriously,
Perry.
dude.
I just in retrospect, that's like I'm shocked that it even like it got okayed. Someone okayed it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
'Cause,
that's
the
crazy.
principal would have to okay.
Imagine trying to pitch that today.
You couldn't.
Oh my
Because
god.
there's no sensitivity. What the principal be like? What the fuck are you talking? You know we have black students here, right? Because that's the first one they're gonna go with slavery. But slavery's so many different people. But
Well,
they're gonna go.
I'm-
we
Slave
do.
Day, They only suggest black students to
Yeah,
volunteer.
they go to all the
Why
black kids.
don't we do with the black? They know what they're doing. We're just gonna leave it with them. They know what they're doing. They've been through this. Look, we don't know.
Realize how wrong you are about this?
No, we don't know much about slavery. You guys seem to know it. Can you guys help give us some pointers? Are we doing Slave Day okay?
That's fucking crazy that
That's
they actually
insane.
had that.
It's
though.
Hamilton, though.
They designed it to put the black students down. Manolis was the only white kid that volunteered and realized, I'll do it too. That sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta wear a dress. What's everybody else?
I was
getting
thinking sexually. I thought some girl would buy me and like want someone would suck my dick, but that didn't happen at all.
Which would not be approved by the student council, I don't think.
No, it was
I'll
Or
suck
this
his
student
dick.
council
Some-
actually might be.
Yeah, it's true.
some kinky chick buys me.
But why would someone
guys
buy
are
you to suck your
prostitution
dick?
Why wouldn't you?
Why would, but like, okay, if I'm a woman and I bought someone, they're eating me out. I'm not
My
sucking your dick.
Yeah, but it's my fantasy.
Okay, but like, it's a horrible fan. Logistically, your fantasy's terrible because no one's going to be like, oh, and I get to suck on this smelly fucking dick that's been down by his balls all day, and he's going to jizz in my mouth. And I paid for this shit.
Spandex pants.
Exactly, and I paid for that. He's been jumping on trampolines
Sliding
all
up
after. And I gonna, oh, can I pay for that experience? How much is that?
I made that charity $25.
And he gets jizz in my mouth? Oh, brilliant. He's been eating fucking fast food all day. This could be delicious.
This guy tried to buy me because he hated me because he thought I had a thing for his girlfriend, which was true.
I wanted to fuck you.
And so my friends all put their money together to outbid him, thank God.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was he going to do to you?
Well, I don't know. I know he hated me.
How much did he hate you? He must have hated you a lot.
Well, I would flirt with his chick.
Oh.
We were in the same class. And he,
Did
guys
his
can
chick-
tell.
Was
What?
his chick into it?
Yeah. She yeah. I was king of air bands, man, of course.
Did you do well in high school, girl-wise?
No. Yeah. I had a girlfriend in high school, but that didn't go to high school. I had one girlfriend this last year of high school.
Did you get laid in high school?
No. Not from chicks, actually.
Really?
The
You
mascot?
got a bond with your band.
No. I meant like not from chicks.
Yeah, that's what you
Like
said.
from my high school.
Oh, I mean, from other high schools.
It seemed like the only
No,
action
not from chicks.
from my high school.
I didn't even go to dude. I went with the mascot. He went with the air band.
I got chicks that weren't that didn't know.
I want to create that show
What show?
where you die and live in
We
high
should
school.
write that show.
I think it's a great idea
What,
for a
what
show.
do I do in the high school?
You end up being, but he gets older. He has to get older somehow.
But can people see me or am I ghost?
You're a ghost. I think you would play who you are. I don't think we'd have to put any special effects. I think you'd just be who you are, but you're a ghost.
What
Yeah,
if he was like
nobody
a
else.
janitor? Because that would explain why he would be older at the school. Or he's just a student who kept going back for the air bands.
And
Like a
then die.
45-year-old man.
But when he dies, how's he like?
I say that the setup would have to be somehow the air bands has become less popular. So maybe he goes to one and there's like not many people in attendance and he's offended because it should be huge.
I want to bring it back. The
Yeah,
love of airband.
You want to bring it back, but then you also die and somehow are haunting the school, and so you find some kid.
What if he comes in as like a public speaker to talk to the school at this age?
Yeah.
And his opening thing is the air band. They ask him to come back and talk to like the new graduating class. He graduated from school and he came in. And they have the successful air band. No, they want to start a new air band program, and he comes in to kick it out, and he dies that day.
He dies that day.
Yeah.
During the performance.
Yeah, during the performance.
Yeah,
It's a trampoline accident.
That's perfect because his unfinished business as a ghost is he realizes he wants to bring the air bands back, so
Yeah.
that's why he's haunting the school.
It should the series should take place at least 5 years after the point of his death. So he comes back at a certain point, but he can be how he looks now, and then 5 years after that you do, because then it's like then he's been around for a while. It's his ghost, and he talks to kids. Like he helps out everyone with their problems and shit, but he's also in his tights and stuff. Like you're in the same tights every episode.
My spandex.
Yeah, same spandex
Like
area.
Van Halen shirt.
Yeah, Van Halen shirt. It's old.
He can only use products from his era, his high school era, like Walkmans and
Or you can make it in the same. He could die and then he just becomes a ghost and hangs out the whole time. Either way, I think it's funny.
either way. We should honestly sit down and
Yeah, I think it's a funny.
plot that out.
I think it is a good show. I know we could pitch it. If you did it as a cartoon, I have a place to pitch it. I also know networks. Oh, not networks, but I know production companies that would look at it.
That'd
But
be
it
a
has
great
to be worked out.
animated show.
Yeah,
Or live,
an animated
whatever.
show. It'd have to be like quick chunks.
Yeah.
For where I pitch it, you can we could write a long one, but if we did like a quick, where the premise is very simple, and you do it quick, then I know it online.
Someone listens to this podcast. We see our ID on TV. Like,
But even if it, like, you know, like,
and it's me. My character's name's Manolis.
Manolis.
For some reason, you're voicing it.
They've used they just take sounds from all my YouTube videos.
It should be like Air Zontanos.
Air Zontanos?
Yeah, Air Zontanos.
Yeah.
Or Zontanos Air. Something like that. And then, like, you're just... Yeah.
I don't understand. This is when you look back at your life, like, what the fuck was I even doing? Like, why did I fucking want to do so many fucking air bands? Or why did I care that much?
But
Like
you
the
didn't have
performing.
you didn't have a venue. Trust me, I bet if somebody was like, "Hey, you could tell jokes up there," or something.
Yeah.
No, maybe not. He did love the rock star shit.
Yeah, you did. But it was just that, I need to express something.
Yeah.
And
It was just your drive to perform.
And making people happy.
Yeah, you were entertaining them. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sure they were laughing at certain parts of it, right?
Oh, they were great. Like, they were fun.
yeah.
He almost said they weren't laughing. That's not what I was.
No,
it was
I don't
fine.
mean
Like, it's-
laughing like that. I just mean like the grinding up
Like a
on the-
retard?
yeah. Like, if they put you in Shakespeare outfits and humiliated you.
Oh, what the fuck? I gotta get brought back into this.
Hey, fucking guys!
Like I didn't get humiliated enough the first time around.
What kind of score is that, you fucking guys? Then the
what you
basketball
honestly
game just
did.
continues around you. And they just start wrestling practice around you. Oh, it's okay. I'll go.
Did you really do that? The come on thing.
You can put these guys in there at going to school.
you think?
Put Pat in there as a character.
We could all be characters.
You have
could
Izzy,
be
yeah,
the principal.
I'm glad I can
Or
be
the
there.
guidance counselor.
Oh, I
or
love
the
being
guidance
guidance
counselor.
counselor.
Yeah.
Actually,
Just wouldn't give a fuck.
just like
Everyone could be a character in this. Just imagine Izzy as like a fucking just as a character in that show.
the perverted drama teacher.
Yeah. He's like a desk full of cocaine. It's just a drawer full of cocaine.
He's selling.
These two could be
He's
students.
selling at the school.
Yeah. Pat could be a student or a bus driver or something.
Who's fucking the students? Can it be me?
You're a ghost. You can't fuck anything.
Well, then it's not. Well, then technically,
I think we have to sit. Technically, what?
there wouldn't be any problems. Then.
I guess not. We found Manolis in the
Where's
girls'
Manolis?
washroom.
Girls'
Manolis. Do you ever watch Strangers with Candy? You guys ever watch that show?
No.
Strangers.
I'll lend you. Oh my god! It's basically a parody of all those after-school specials. It's a series.
really?
So fucking funny.
That sounds funny.
It's Amy Sedaris show. Oh my god! And Stephen Colbert's in it. It's a great show. I'll bring it in. You guys can board it. It's awesome. One of my
that
favorite
sounds
shows.
hilarious. How long do they go for?
3 seasons.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and the principal's name is Mr. Blackman. And there's just like weird things, like they'll walk into like the the teacher lounge, and just in the background you'll see like the teachers in the shower, like just in the like in their they just walk past and they're in the shower and stuff. She's a former drug addict that goes back to school.
Oh okay.
Yeah, it's very funny. Yeah,
Crack we're at 2.5 hours. You guys want to keep going, or what do you guys want?
wrap it.
Probably.
Well,
Is there anything else anybody want to talk about, or
We
just
can
do the
plug?
plugs? I got a plug. Can I go first? I
Yeah.
guess. All right. My buddy, he's got a new CD out. It is called. Wait, hang on. So Brad Germain is his name. He's in the band called the Dinner Bells.
it's a good band.
Yeah, and the new album's called The River and the Willow, and you can buy
Is it a
it.
good album?
Yeah, I would listen to it actually.
I want to go buy it.
It's actually really good.
Can I get it on iTunes?
I don't know. Probably. I
Or
would guess. I
Amazon?
would say probably, but I know they're selling it. They're selling it at Cheapy's record store,
Okay.
downtown Hamilton, and yeah, fucking buy that. Check it out. I'm sure they have stuff on YouTube. The Dinner Bells, they're fucking great. Great band.
I like to plug that venue that we played. What's it
Yeah.
called? What's it called?
Mills Hardware.
Mills Hardware is a great venue. It reminds me of Theatre St. Catherine's in Montreal. I play a lot of these kind of venues all over the country, so I really like that. I like those kind of venues. Ceilings are high for comedy, but still good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The walls are close enough together that
Yeah.
it all keeps it.
yeah, and you get those audiences that are like, what's going on? You'll get people coming into those venues who are just like, oh, let's go see something new. So yeah, I like those. I like that venue. Yeah.
I'll just plug my brother's gaming blog, BigDeeps.com.
Big Deeps.
Right on.
What games does he recommend?
right now.
Yeah.
He's been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto 5 re-released on PS4,
Okay.
which is like totally updated.
So he has the PS4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he has like everything.
Okay.
And like he's been playing a lot of the new Warlords of Draenor WoW expansion.
Oh wow.
And
I saw the film for that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. He's loving that right now.
Yeah.
And he's been playing, like, he did play a lot of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare when it first came out, but he's kind of dropped off with the WoW and the GTA 5.
I haven't played anything in a long
Not
time.
been keeping up.
But I want to play Advanced Warfare.
It's great, yeah. It's actually, like, probably my favorite Call of Duty.
Can I buy it on the PlayStation Network?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you should be able to. Yeah, but yeah, BigDeeps.com. He writes about games, and yeah, he's a good writer. He knows his shit.
And Mayce just got promoted. Oh, we mentioned it last episode.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We said congratulations.
Yeah.
You're a loser.
Thank you. I say check out Hamilton Comedy Hour on Mixcloud.
What is that?
A talk show, radio show, comedy show.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it comedy, but
How's it going, by the way?
it's all right.
Is it?
There's a little internal struggle.
Isn't there always?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but it's fun. So check that out. And Jordan's Bad Reception podcast.
That's a good one. I just followed him on Tumblr. What's it called? Bad Reception?
Yeah.
Tumblr.com?
Just badrec.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Thanks, man.
December 3rd at Hamilton Yuck Yucks. It's a Wednesday. They're doing the finale of the Go Yuck Yourself contest. So come to that. It'll be fun.
Good for you. Nick, you got anything?
No, I don't think so.
Nick's been here the whole time.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do my dates. January 20th, I'll be at Fanshawe College,
Nice.
doing the college. And then most of March, I'll be in Vancouver. So I'll be at Heckler's at Victoria, BC, March 13th to the 15th.
Nice.
And then from the weekend of the 18th, I'll be in Vancouver at the Comedy Mix. And then the week after that, I think I'm going to Richmond or Victoria. I'm not sure yet. And then July 2nd and 4th, I'll be in Montreal doing the Comedy Nest for Montreal Comic-Con. And then hopefully I'll get something else before those times or in between. I'll keep you updated. Why are we clapping for?
We did a pretty long podcast.
It was a good one, too, actually.
That was fun.
Manolis went to the toilet. I don't know if you had anything to plug.
You just
The toilet. All right.